All right, see what my sound like. Testing, testing, testing. See how my sound like. Sound good. Let's see here. See, get some people up in here. Okay, Mama, that's cool. That's cool. Much respect to you too. Much respect to you too. Hey, Boo Boo, what's going on with your chassis? What up, Ralph? I see you, homie. I see you. What's going on with y'all? I ain't gonna be here long. Just want to talk about this real quick, and I'm gonna lay my ass down. I had a busy fucking morning. Real talk. There go my man over there. What's going on, VA? How you doing, brother? How you doing, my guy? Try to see if I get a little audience up here. Well, it really don't matter because I ain't gonna be on here for long or whatnot. So it really don't matter. Oh, shit. All right. Well, thank you, son Atar. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, fuck this. I'm trying to be cool and do this shit without my glasses. Fuck it, I'm gonna need it. Man, Huggy said loose squares. Yeah, man. Loose squares, man. Loose squares. Loose squares. What up, Shay? What up, Patricia? In the building? Where my homie Slap at? I don't know, people. Let me tweet this out to a few more people and get this party started. Like I said, I don't plan on being on here for long. So, I think that's enough right there. I think that's enough. What up, black boy? He in the building. He said that nigga outside went left. Yeah, man, I'm trying to be cool, man. Do this shit without my glasses, bro. But fuck that. I need this. I need the motherfuckers on. I need them on like a motherfucker, man. I'm trying to be cool and shit. And the reason I'm trying to be cool with the shit because I hate when I'm looking into the computer and shit, and that shit be gleaming all over my motherfucking eyes and shit. Man, I hate that shit. I be looking at the screen all on my goddamn glasses and shit. I hate that shit. Maybe look like I'm some kind of robot nerd or something. He said, "You seen the 5150 show real quick? A fight happened." Dude, I never watched this show since I've been doing this shit. I never watched it. What happened? Well, I talked to you on personal. I've talked to you on personal. You tell me what happened. You tell me what happened. Hey, check this out. I'm tripping because everybody keeps saying to me, enjoy your Easter. What you gonna do on Easter? Oh, this and the other. I keep forgetting Easter is Sunday. And I be telling people, I don't have to keep up with Easter. I don't have no goddamn kids, so I don't have to keep up with it. That's why I can't remember that shit. My days of for Easter is gone now. Unless I got little ones running around here, I really don't give a shit about Easter, He said Zoe Williams versus Aries Spears, the legendary comedian. You know what? I think I seen you do a video about that, but I haven't checked it out yet. I think I see you do a video about that. I just ain't had a chance to check it out yet. Really? So what's up? What's up, baby? He said, "Oh yeah, God bless the Easter Bunny. He died for our sins in that helicopter crash." Right. And now you got lions and llamas and shit trying to be the bunny and shit. What's that commercial? Cash Bear. And that lion go, rawr, rawr. That shit be fun as hell. Yeah, everybody keeps saying Easter, Easter, Easter. I don't really give a shit about Easter because I don't have no little ones, so I don't have to remember Easter. My time for Easter has came and gone. Easter just another motherfucking day. Now I do remember the times when my grandma, when she was raising me, I used to enjoy the fact that we would sit down and dye eggs and shit, and then my dad or whatever, he would take the eggs and hide them, and we would have an Easter egg hunt. Now I enjoyed the Easter egg hunt. I enjoyed that, but when I find my eggs, I used to give them away because I don't eat that shit. I don't see how y'all eat boiled eggs. The shit funky as hell, especially if you in a close proximity and them folks eating that shit be funky in a motherfucker. I can't eat that shit. But I used to see some of the motherfuckers get them damn Easter eggs, crack them some bitch open, crack them open. Some of them get the salt and pepper, be drying that shit in salt and pepper, and be tearing that shit up. And I just be like, how can you eat this shit? How can you eat that? I never been a big egg eater. But these kids, they go find these damn eggs and they get them. And especially if you fascinated with some of the colors, y'all be exchanging eggs and shit. Oh, you got a blue, you got a red one. Let me trade your blue for the red one. Let me trade your pink one for the yellow one and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And they sit there and eat that shit. They would eat that shit, and in whatever room that you in, it be funky in the motherfucker. You think somebody make it tuna fish? It be just that funky. You think somebody make it tuna fish? It should be just that fucking funky. So damn Easter, I'm done with it. Like I said, if I had some little ones, it would be for them. But considering I don't have no little ones, fuck it. I don't need it. Let me give some shout out to people in my chat room. What up, Eric? I see you, homie. What's going on? Mama says she ain't gonna be here. Okay, cool. What up, Chazzy? You always in the building. Ralph, what's up, homie? VA showed up. Not sure if he's still there. Hey, Saneta, how you doing? Patricia always showing your boy love. Huggy Pacino. Hey, Huggy, if you didn't make it to this show, man, we was gonna kill you, Hug. We was gonna kill you, man. Don't fuck with me, bro. We gonna kill you, bro. We gonna kill you, bro. What up, Black? Black Voice family, what's up, man? That's my fam right there, man. That's my dude right there. What's going on, homie? Really so in the bitter. Simply D, what's going on, homie? Pandorians, hey boo, how you doing? Man, my brother from another mother, DJ Smooth in the house. Always showing your boy love. Eric Ingram, what's up, homie? Hey Shay, what's going on, neighbor? How you doing, boo? All right now. All right now. Vez, what's up, homie? There you go. What's going on, homie? What's going on with you, bro? Hey, Vez, hey, I think it's time for us to talk some business, bro. It's time for us to talk some business, man. I need to get with you. You know what we talked about, bro. We need to get together and go ahead and talk some business, man, and see what you can do for me. And so I can know what I'm gonna come out of. We're getting what you're gonna build for me, man, and appreciate it in advance, bro. So you get a chance, man, probably sometime tomorrow probably be best because I'm off all day. So you get a chance, bro. Hit me up tomorrow, man, and let's talk some business, bro. Let's talk some business. Let's talk some business. Get them likes up for me. What's up to the 19 watching? What's up to the 19 watching? But yeah, like I said, Easter. Like I said, to me, it's just something in the past, just another ordinary day. You know, I know a lot of people still take it serious, you know. But I feel like you should take it serious if you got kids. I mean, that's understandable, you know. Now, that's one part I do like about it. I love how the kids get into it and how the parents had them all dressed up, you know, to go to church or go to the outings or wherever the case may be. Now, that warms my heart to see the little kids, you know, how happy they get about it and how happy they get, you know, do the Easter hunt and all that, man. That shit warms my heart. I like this shit, you know, because I guess it reminds me when I was a child, you know, how happy I was when we was doing that. And it's good to see other kids that's actually happy to doing what we did when we grow up. So, you know, hey, love the kids. Y'all enjoy yourself today. I mean, not today, but wherever they come. Hey, what's up, Lele? How you doing, boo? Hey, throwing a kiss back at you, boo. My man Snuggles in the building. What's up, homie? What's up? Yeah, so stop asking me about Easter. I ain't got no kids, so I don't need to remember it. I really don't. But anyway, let me get right on into the topics I get on out of here. And it's been a long morning for me, man. And we're gonna get this topic. Now, some of y'all heard me talk about this on Facebook yesterday, so I felt like I should do it on I want to do it on here as well and get y'all opinions on it. DJ Patricia, I think y'all seen it already. And I think Vez may have seen it. But if not, you know, hey, we could talk about it again. What up, Sly? What up, Sly? So like the topic says, you know, how much should you tell somebody about you? And let me tell you how I came up with this, because I'm a man to just sit back and just think about stuff, and then, you know, I just come on out and just talk about it. Have you ever been in a situation where you're getting to know somebody, or wherever it is, and once you build up enough trust in them, you start telling them things that you don't too much tell people? You know, just kind of like little things, you know, that happen in your life or something that you're struggling with your life, and you tell somebody. And all of a sudden, what up, Jerry? And all of a sudden, they be like, man, you know, that's fucked up, you know. I would never do that to you, know what I'm saying? Your secret is safe with me and all this bullshit, this, that, and the third. But soon as they get upset with you, what you told them, they turn it around and use it against you. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? DJ, you know what I'm talking about because you were the one watching the video yesterday. They take what you told them about you, and then when they get upset, they use it against you. So, with that being said, and that's a possibility that when you tell somebody stuff that's really dear to your heart, and when they get upset and use this theory against you, knowing it's going to hurt you, is it appropriate, or should it be something that's allowed that you should tell people pretty much everything about you? Excuse me. How much should you tell somebody about you, knowing there's a possibility that they will use this against you? I want y'all to marinate them for a minute. I'm gonna sit back and watch y'all answers on that. How much should you tell somebody about you? Because think about it. In the beginning, a lot of people say that I don't know you, so you don't owe me no lie. And I agree with that. But at the same time, even when you do know me, I don't think you owe me no lie then. I mean, just my opinion. Oh, what up, Sites? Brother Sites, what's going on, brother? In my opinion, if we know each other, you don't owe me no lie. He said we too old for East degrees. Hey, VA, I feel on that, bro. I do. I feel on that. A Black said it depends on the person. All right, Black. If you don't mind, elaborate on that. Elaborate on that for me. As a matter of fact, I'm on Hangouts, man. Y'all want to get on the panel talk about this? Black, you got time to get on the panel, man? Because I want to hear why you say it depends on the person. What up, Akeem? I'll open a panel if y'all want to get on the panel. As a matter of fact, I would love to open a panel and get y'all thoughts on it. How much should you tell somebody about you, knowing the possibility that wherever you told them, when they get upset with you, they would turn around and use it against you? All right, Black said, yeah. All right, cool. Let me open this panel up, bro. 1 minute right here. Right, VA, I feel that. Know what you're dealing with. I Black, I sent you the invite, bro. Whoever else want to get in, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can get in too, man. Let me hear y'all opinions on this shit. Lele said, depends on the person. You know, there are people who can't keep their mouth shut. Thank you. If they come and talk to you about everyone, you know they're doing the same to you. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. So let me ask you another question. I can't say add him. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Black, what's up, homie? What's up, homie? Now you say depend on the person, bro.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the person. The reason why I say that, it depends on how you want this person to be in your life, whether it's male or female. Like, you know, a lot of times, like, I'm a very open person about myself. Ain't too much people don't know about me, like, period. Especially when they meet me and all that good stuff. So why the reason why I say that it depends, because like if you know you're not, this person's not gonna be in your life like that, or you're not gonna, you know, why would you tell them everything about yourself? You know, I mean, like, if a lot of times people try to tell them everything about themselves to try to brag on what they accomplished or whatnot, or, you know, try to make themselves look good. I pretty much, you know, me personally, I like tell people stuff about myself to get it all out there. So, like, you know, that way you know this about me already. You're not going to hear it from somebody else. You know, I typically don't care what you think about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you think about me, but I'm honest. That way, like if you try to use anything against me that I told you or that you know that's true, it's not gonna hurt my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
What? Okay, I like what you're saying, Black. I like what you're saying. Go ahead, Akeem. Sound like you finna say so. Go ahead, bro.
niggas gotta stop being so sheltered, man. Stop being so goddamn sensitive. The only time something hurts you is when it's the truth. But if you tell somebody up front what it is, I'm bringing it up.
Okay, I can agree with a little bit of what you're saying, but I'm speaking of in this.
No, you can't. You got to agree with all of it. It's like Eminem and 8 Mile.
You gotta agree with all
You
of it.
put all your faults. No, that is like Eminem and 8 Mile. You put all your faults on Front Street. Now what can they say? That's like if a motherfucker, if me and you, we pissed off at each other and I'm cracking jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm roasting the shit out of you and you just sitting there going, okay, yeah, you're right. It ain't fun to me no more because you're not mad about it. And then I look stupid because you agreeing with me like, okay, where are we going with this? I'm the one that looks stupid now.
Okay, like I said, I can feel you on, like I said, some of that.
No, you feel all of it. Stop trying to.
I feel so.
Stop trying to be a 50-50 nigga, man. You feel all that shit.
I feel you. See, here's a part.
Man. Y'all see him trying to be a 50-50 nigga. He trying to get his motherfucking Bacardi rum and shit. Oh, 51 ass nigga. I feel you one way, but I'm leaning. I got 1% leaning the other way. I can't give you the whole this.
No, you making some good points, bro. You making a good point, but here's the thing I'm talking about. Okay, so me and VA cool. Let's say me and VA cool. You know what I'm saying? We homeboys. We stay in the same city and all this shit. But VA told me some shit that he really don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? He been there trusting your boy to say, hey, man, look, I want to tell you something, man, but you can't let this shit out. You can't tell nobody else and blah, this and blah, that. Okay, cool. He tell me what's going on with him. I'd be like, damn, man, that's fucked up, man. But you my boy, man. Your secret is safe with me. Okay.
Let me stop you right there.
This shit don't hold on. This shit don't never come out. But soon as me and him get into it, I'm throwing this shit back in his face.
Well, let me stop you right there. You said he told you something that was in secretive, and he said don't tell nobody else. Anything you've done or something that's happened to you that you're ashamed of, you shouldn't open your mouth in the first place. Talk about it. Keep that shit with yourself.
I agree.
Good point. Okay. Good point. I like that. Good point. Hey, Payne, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people
doing?
that do that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Payne.
No. I was just asking how everyone was doing. I hope everyone's doing
What's
great.
up? I wanted to say,
we good.
First, I just wanted to jump in for a second. Back came up on. He said when you put yourself out there like that, and when I said in the chat room, I said depending on the person, but I actually agree with Keen. They can't use it against you what you already put out there. It's a weapon I kind of do myself online. That's why shit niggas say to me doesn't bother me. You gotta kind of do that.
The shit always backfires when you come into a situation and you give one person that leeway. Right. It always backfire you to everybody else because nobody else knows what this person knows. But if you're willing to tell this one person, tell everybody. That way you don't look like a fool in front of everybody.
Exactly. Hey, if you don't notice, like that's been done to me before since I've been on these hangouts. Like I done had some people try to use what I told them about me against me.
See?
Yeah, that's why I don't do that shit in the back hangouts.
It didn't affect me that much. Oh,
that's why I don't do that shit in the back hangouts. I do that shit on my fucking show. Either you like it or not.
Yeah, like the same shit I'm gonna tell you, the same shit I'm gonna tell everybody else. It ain't gonna be a surprise. I'm an open book. It's not gonna be a surprise. You're not gonna be able to say shit about me that ain't nobody known already, unless you physically was in front of me and saw it before I can tell somebody else what happened.
Yep. How many times have I said to people, I did petty, I did my dick is out there. I make porn videos. I don't give a fuck. Right?
That way a motherfucker can't be like, yo, I saw you on this
porn video. You can't use that shit against me. I told you motherfuckers.
Yeah, this nigga he talking all that shit. He got porn out there. Bitch, everybody know I got porn out there. So what are you saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Chassis said people need to remember you can never get your secrets back since it's done. I like that. Sure, I feel on that.
Yeah, and it's not a secret. Once you open your mouth and tell somebody, it's not a secret no more.
Yep, that's some soft shit. That's some soft shit, baby boobs.
Baby boobs.
But nah, that's like it's not a secret no more once you tell somebody.
Exactly.
All it is a wholehearted conversation between 2 or more people. But it's not a secret anymore because you took the privacy away from yourself and gave it to somebody else.
Right.
Okay.
But let me stop being a smart nigga.
Let me stop being a smart
go ahead,
nigga.
bro. That's why I got. That's why I got you on the panel for, bro. And like I said, you hitting on some good points, and even people in the chat saying you hitting on some good points. So
I'm just real, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's all I want, bro. Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. That's what I asked the question for. You know, I mean, how much you should let somebody know about you? You're trying to know somebody. But I was really talking about like when you trying to get some know somebody that's trying to be your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatnot in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Would you say the same thing for them, Hakeem, or what?
Yep, I said the exact same thing because you're gonna accept me for who I am or walk away. Ain't gonna make me no difference. Somebody gonna suck this dick.
Damn. Well, go ahead, Pando. You want to say something? What you think about the whole theory?
I think that if you have a deep, dark secret that you don't want revealed, you have no business telling it.
Yeah, you keep that shit to yourself. Take it to the grave with you.
But at the same time, I believe that you should also be honest. And if you can come to terms with what you've done in your life and your own honesty, no one can touch you. Yep. So you can say whatever you want, and if that person tries to use it against you, that's the first sign that that person's dishonorable.
Thank you.
And you know to get the hell out. Because
that's one of the things that I say. I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off. Go ahead, dear. I mean to cut you off.
No. It's just that's all I was gonna say. Like that's how you know what? I don't need to waste my time with you anymore. Thank you for this wonderful gift. When people show you who they are, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because now you can stop wasting time and move on with your life.
Okay.
Hey,
I should do this yesterday. I should did this yesterday on YouTube. I did it on Facebook yesterday, but I should did it on YouTube yesterday.
Hey, on the side note, I saw some nice ass titty meat about 30 minutes ago. But go ahead.
Oh, nice. But doing this actually right. Sometimes to get what you want out of relationship, I think anything's a relationship. Like you get what I'm saying, and not necessarily means you're screwing or whatever, right? To get out of it what you're expecting out of it, or some kind of mutual respect. I think the best thing to be is be upfront and honest. If that motherfucker uses something that you tell him, then you separate yourself from that person.
And see, that's another point that I'm going to get to as well. Like I say, this is just a question because I agree with a lot what y'all saying. But see, one of the points I was bringing up when I did it on Facebook yesterday, like the possibility when you do tell him some shit, like Akeem said, and maybe you should tell him, period. And he's right about that. And then once the dust has settled out there, everybody got mad, they stood up there and said that bullshit to you that it was supposed to be said to nobody or whatever, they throw it back in your face. They turn around and say to you, damn, well, my bad, I just said that because I was mad.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, wait. So you said that because you were mad. You said to try to hurt me. So you took what I told you to use it against me to hurt me. But you sorry. Me personally, when somebody does that, I don't think you sorry because when you tell me you did that to hurt me because you were mad, then you're not sorry. You purposely did that shit. I think a lot of people can control what they say when they're angry. I mean, that's just my opinion. What y'all think?
Did you say can't?
I said they can.
They can. Yeah, they can control what they say when they're angry.
Controlling emotion also comes with discipline. If you don't know how to control your emotion, some people act like children. You understand what I'm saying? Like, take for example the other day with the conversation I had with Cherry. Remember how she was getting ready, like, oh, like I can't deal with, because she doesn't have that discipline within her to know how to deal with herself emotionally. You know what I mean? Look, Chris, what I was going to say before when I was making when I interrupted you by mistake. Take that video I made the other day with the what was it? The fucking catfish. And remember the God sister came out. Remember that story? If you were watching that.
Man, I think I watched a little bits and pieces of it. I had to go to work, so it's a lot of stuff to catch up on.
It was the God sister that ended up being the person that was catfishing her God brother, the God sister.
Yep.
It's fucking ridiculous. Her reason for doing it, just to make the story short, her reason for doing it, bro, was because her friend that she hung with had a crush on her God brother, and it was to teach him a lesson because she told her friend not to mess with her God brother. And then after that excuse didn't work, she used the excuse of your friend that I used to fuck 8 years ago. You knew he was a dog, so this is why I catfished you to teach you a lesson.
Wasn't it 7 years ago? But then she was catfishing her brother, her god brother, for 8 years.
8 years, yeah, that's it, Pandorians, yeah.
Yeah.
She was catfishing her god brother for 8 years, bro. 8 fucking years.
Pan, you want to say something about the statement that I made when I said people can't control their anger, they just say shit just to hurt you, you know?
I think that
capitalize on it.
Well, I agree with Zone. I think that it takes discipline to control your emotions. Mm-hmm. But the bigger issue to me isn't what people say when they're angry. The bigger problem to me with somebody is that if somebody says that they care about you or they love you and they try to hurt you instead of stick to the facts of why they're upset, that's a red flag. And it's a double red flag when they try to use something that you told them in an intimate moment, right, in a personable moment, to hurt you. Because that means that person has no respect for you and no regard for you. And when they get upset or they disagree with you, they will make your life hell. And you don't need it.
Thank you.
That's Can I say something? Can I say something to that? This is what I want to say to that. A lot of times when people come to you that love you, it might hurt you for them telling you what they see in you. And it don't have to be something that you told them. It could be something they just see in you, and they trying to bring that to your attention. And no matter how they say it, it's gonna hurt.
Yes, I agree, but I see that as a totally different situation.
Because sometimes that stuff come out of anger as well.
Can I add in?
Whoa. Sometimes what come out of anger as well?
When you say, for instance, you think you got your stuff together as far as like when you with somebody or whatnot, or just, you know, in general, and you have like a family member or somebody that you involved with come and tell you, hey, you need to straighten this up. When you are already confident in yourself, that kind of throws a loop in your whole game.
But can I respond to that though? Before you go, Zone? Do you mind?
Go ahead if you want to. I was literally going to be 1 second, but go ahead.
Okay, then go ahead. I
just know sometimes your answers are like 5 minutes long.
No, I know. So go ahead. No, they are.
But I love her answers though. They be some good answers though.
All I wanted to say was sometimes all people have in defense mechanism is a emotional attack because they don't have wits. They don't have anything else. They're like it adds into what I said about the lack of discipline.
Right.
Yeah.
And I agree. I see those black as two different avenues, and here's why. There's a different pitch depending on the person in most cases, not all, hashtag not all, but where you can tell when someone's trying to help you and when someone's trying to hurt you. And intent is everything when you're speaking. Now, someone who's usually trying to help you, the effect may be that it's hurtful because they're telling the truth. But that's completely different than someone who's intending to get you upset and is intending to hurt you by regurgitating something that you've told them and then adding an in, because it usually they usually regurg the secret that you said,
Mm-hmm.
and then add their own 2 cents, which is usually a disrespectful insult, to hurt you. Someone who's trying to help you doesn't do that. They stick to the facts.
Okay, Pan, let me say this though. Let me say this. Sometimes you can tell people things about yourself that you still do that may affect that person that you involved with, you know, in a certain way, especially if you told them about it and especially if you're trying to work on that. So sometimes, you know, whether it come out in an angry form or just like genuine, it's still gonna make you feel a certain way unless you're in tune with yourself to the point where, like, you know what, you're right. You know, a lot of people, they tend to not admit when they're wrong. You know, like if you write about something and we in an argument, that's gonna shut everything down for me because like I can't argue fact. I can't argue against the fact. I can't argue against the fact.
That's a lot. Niggas do it all the time.
That's
the
true.
niggas.
Niggas argue fact all the time.
But the point is that's useless. But it's useless to do that, Akeem.
It ain't useless to do shit no more. It's 2017. It ain't useless to do nothing no more. Everything is free game. Y'all know that shit. If it was useless to do it, niggas wouldn't still be doing it.
Nah, well, you know, he actually right about that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit is useless, but niggas still try to vouch for it anyway. So
it's not useless when a nigga can still do it and get away with it.
Yeah, but
that's true.
Yeah, but
that's true. But see, the thing Eric said, I agree with him too. You know, I agree with both y'all. You know, I mean, shit. We still try to make it logical. So I agree with both of you brothers when y'all said that. But let me ask
you can't never just pick one side, nigga. You can't never pick one side.
Well, no, it's dysfunction, Akeem, and people try to get away with dysfunction all the time, and then it's dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
I just want the nigga to agree with me, dog. I just want the nigga to agree with me.
I know, man. That's why this shit's so funny, man. This shit funny as hell, man.
Now, what's your question, bro?
No, I said no.
Who had a question?
Because I was about to ask you, Akeem. I said I was about to ask you. Probably have to take a side.
Shit, I just want him to take my side. He don't ever take my side. Shit. That nigga always 50-50 with me. That nigga don't never be like, you know what? He absolutely right.
But that just means he has his own mind, doesn't he? Isn't that what we want?
Yeah.
This nigga Chris got a legendary line. Chris got a legendary line for me. Yo, I agree with you, but
I told y'all, man, I want them tight to try to look at both sides of the coin, man. But for the most part, you know, I mean, y'all making some damn good points, you know. And some of y'all saying some of the stuff I said yesterday, you know. If you got the possibilities of all this shit going on, then why even let it out in the first place? Brandy says some in the chat room, she said 2 things that caught my attention. What she just said right now, and what she said earlier. She said, but if it's not true, how could it hurt you? That's a good question. If it's not true, how can it hurt you? My answer to you is sensitivity. You got a lot of people that are just sensitive to anything. What if it's true? What if it's true or not? They just say it and you get upset. You know, it's sensitivity.
Well,
I got a better question.
They're in denial about what the truth is.
I got a better question though. If it's true, why does it hurt you?
Because they're and that's the answer. Because they're in denial.
That right there. Yeah, that right there, man. It all now I would say on that, man, it depends on what it is, man. It depends on what it is, dude.
I gotta say something. I gotta say this. Like when it comes down to it, a lot of reason why I tell people a lot about me is because like basically you either gonna be, you know, down with it or not. You know, you're gonna look at it for what it is, or you're gonna look at it as a bad thing or whatever, however you look at it. I get more out of telling people the truth about myself than I would if I was sitting up there lying. So when you do
all these damn self-esteem issues.
So when you do, shut up, nigga. So when you come to me,
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this is why people have all these self-esteem issues. Everybody out here running around trying to live a life outside of what they live in when they're around certain people. Just be your fucking self. If it's the truth, you can't get.
Thank you. Now I wrote you on that. I rock with you on that.
If it's the truth, you cannot get mad when somebody throw it at you because you accepted the fact that this is what you do.
And that's
exactly.
why. And that's
why
me.
I said.
And that's
when
why
you be sitting on here trying to throw on these personas and shit and trying to be an extra motherfucker for this group, but you completely 360 on this group. Like, come on, my nigga. Like,
and you gain more respect by that.
Yeah, that shit.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
go ahead, bro. Go ahead, big bro.
It's society's expectations, and this is society's expectations are unrealistic, they're delusional, and everyone pushes them in each other's face because it's a thing where it's like, I'm doing. You notice how everyone goes, I'm doing something. What are you doing? Does it fucking matter?
Yeah.
There's two things in this world we're all going to do: live and then die. So it doesn't matter really how we go through this motherfucking world. And with the social expectations, have you noticed? And that is the real true problem with people that have depression, because social expectations to the average person, they sit back some days and go, fuck, I can't deal with reality. How do I make it in reality? This shit is fucking hard because the social expectations are not even realistic. They're not even everyone's real dream. We just do them so other people look at us and go, well, he's a good guy, or that's a good girl, hardworking guy over there. Good job. At the end of the day, that shit don't mean any fucking thing.
Yeah, look at how much he got.
I want to add a short answer to that. They're in denial. That's why. They're completely in denial. I admit that I was in denial myself. That's why I'm in depression right now. I was in denial that I had dealt with everything that I needed to deal with when it was happening. I just kept moving. And then it caught up to me. And that's what people are doing. They're in denial about reality.
Yep.
You know what, though?
Now, you remember. Huh?
Though, human beings have always sought out adulation. Well, that's the ego thing. Habit. Now, how we deal with it is a personal matter.
Is he freezing up?
I think so. I think your mic's acting up, brother.
No, I think he freezing up.
Your mic needs some fixing.
That nigga whole shit.
There you go.
That nigga gyrating over there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
He sounds like he's in trouble. Can you hear me now? Calling in. Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Without me breaking up though, so you can hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear you now. We hear you now. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, what I'm saying is this: man has always sought adulation, no matter who they get it from, where they get it from. It's the ego in us. That how we deal with that, okay, it's an individual personal matter.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing,
Niggas need to start being a fucking.
I agree.
I agree with
I completely
said.
I agree with you, Eric.
I didn't catch what Keem just said. What did he just say?
Niggas need to start being them fucking selves.
right?
Yeah.
They do.
Well, I think that a lot of people don't know who they are because they let other people throw expectations on them.
No, they know who they are.
And then they're in denial. Well, I've encountered people who don't. I've encountered people who don't know him, and that's why I said that.
You want to know how I can say that's false? When they at home by themselves, the person they are when they alone is the person that they are.
Yippers.
Ooh,
when you come out and come in contact with other people is when they change. That's why they wouldn't know who they are, because when they get around other people, that's when the change comes. But when they're at home by themselves, that's who they are at the core, and that's who they should be when they walk out that fucking door.
But how do you? Man. But how do you?
He ain't lying because you in the comfort of your own zone. So of course you're gonna be whoever you is to comfort your own zone. But he right about that. I gotta get into him. You know, I mean, If you're gonna be yourself,
because when you think about it, when you by yourself, you don't have nobody to talk to. You have to be you.
Got to deal with
that. You have to deal with your personal shit.
Yep. That's why I tell niggas all the time. No matter what you got, whatever the fuck you trying to front out here, nigga, you got to sleep with yourself at the end of the day. I tell niggas that I say to niggas all the time. You can fake the funk to me and bullshit me. You got to live with yourself.
Thank you.
But that may,
dude,
but
you
that
got to be down here in Memphis, Tennessee. We got that bad. We got that bad. Hold on, Pat. Let me say it real quick. We got that bad down here in Memphis. You know, we got a motherfuckers down here that just lie by every goddamn thing. Even when you catch them to lie, they still try to lie. And I don't get that shit. And I don't get that shit, man. You know, either you got it or you don't. If you don't, then it is what it is. Don't fake the funk with me like you got this and you know you ain't got it. You need to impress. You don't need to impress me because I grew up with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. I didn't have shit growing up with you. We didn't have it back then because you know what? We were still live with mama. We depended on mama and daddy. But now that we grown, I mean, shit, you know, when you work and the ends just stay meeting, then you're going to try to do what you can to make the ends meet to get what you want. And Akeem is right. A lot of us try to live outside our means, which I still don't understand that to this day, but we do that. One thing I was taught when I got my first place, man, no matter what you do, you take care of home first. Amen.
That's right.
You take care of home first.
Yeah.
Fuck the rest of that shit. Take care of home first.
Yeah, all that.
And Akeem, you're correct.
Go ahead, Payne.
And that may be correct with men, but women will live that lie in their house. They will live that lie and that denial in their house when they are alone.
You can only live it for so long.
They will, and that's why they crack, Akeem.
You can only. My point exactly. You can only live it for so long.
And that's what that's why I said what I said, because not everybody. Not every, and there are some men that do that too. Not everybody, when they're alone by themselves, because they're in denial, will still be themselves. They will still try to be what they perceive, like what VA was talking about, the ego, what they perceive of their self instead of actually being their self.
But in all actuality, though, even with them trying to be that in their home, it still hits the core of being yourself, because you're fighting what you know you are to still do it in your home, so people think that you are the same way in and out. It's still an inner battle at the end of the day. You know for a fact this is not you, but you got to live this life outside, so you're going to make sure you live this life inside so people think this is really you.
And that's why I said the denial thing. And that's why, because you're saying, well, you are who you are in your house. And that's why I said a lot of people can do a lot of things, take drugs, be an alcoholic, do whatever, to deny themselves because they believe that they should be a certain way, even when they're alone.
I don't think so. Like when it comes to, well, I mean, like, no, I think they do that stuff for other reasons. I don't think it's because they're not trying to be themselves. Like a lot of times, if you're not trying to be yourself, that shit shows. Like if I was sitting up here trying to be a fake ass dude, a lot of us who are knowing who we are will call that shit out. Like how many times have, like, we been on Your Dig or on any of these shows and somebody fake come up and then you just see how fake they are. They fake it's like this huge ass aura. Then you can see it and then people start calling that shit out.
That's the difference between men and women, though. See?
I think everybody feel that way when you get on the panel, so I don't think that's nothing new.
He's stupid.
Shut the fuck up, King.
But that's the difference. But that's the difference between men and women.
You know you my nigga, bro.
That's the difference between men and women. Men are very linear, and women are very circular.
No, I think women women just compete with each other, so they try to obtain all types of fucking images.
Hey, you know what?
Well,
You know
yes, and
let me
that's
speak on that
true.
for a minute.
But what I'm
Pan,
saying
yeah,
is,
Pan, let me say something real quick. Let me say he right about that, but I think it's both. I think it's both because it got to the point now where dudes do it too. We try to top each other because I remember one day I was chilling over at one of my kinfolk house, and they were just coming from a family reunion or a barbecue or something, and somebody had a big ass bottle of liquor. You know, I wasn't there. I was just over there at my cousin's house chilling. Then his brother come in and say, hey, yeah, he want to play that game. Look what I got. He want to play game. Look what I got. He went and bought him a big ass jug of liquor. I'm like, who was you talking about? And they were talking about somebody at a destination way over the other side of town. Okay, what the hell is, what's the point of you talking about, look what you got now? The motherfucker can't see you, so who you trying to impress now, man? I mean, damn. I don't know why dudes do this from what I heard somebody call it dick measuring. I don't know why they do this shit. It's nonsense. It's stupid. It's nonsense and it's stupid. This dick measuring contest is crazy as hell. Look, I don't give a fuck what you got. How you got it, you got it. That's your space. Over here, I got what I got, and I got it. This is my space. I can't tell you what the fuck to do with your shit. You can't tell me what the fuck to do with my shit. So, dude, again, you ain't got to, because I don't give a shit, and I sure the hell ain't finna convince you because you didn't get none of this shit in here. Everything in here got Chris Thorne's name in it, not some other motherfucking name on it.
yeah, and to add to that, you know, and like with women, I've had friends that would sleep in makeup because, yeah, because they wanted to maintain what they perceived themselves to be, and they convinced themselves that no one could see them without makeup. So they would sleep in makeup, and then when they would have a guy over or their boyfriend would come over, they would get up. They would purposely set an alarm to get up before he gets up to make sure that their hair is done and their
Are you
makeup's
serious,
done.
Pam?
So that they,
Are you serious? Are
yes,
you serious?
I'm serious.
Hey, yo, I gotta agree with Pam because it's
And
a
that's what
total
I'm saying
different
about,
thing.
and that's what I'm saying about women, and that's why I said that's why I talk about, and that's why I talk about the denial. Like, no, like men, fine, yeah, men will be like, yeah, I am who I am at home.
Wait
But
a minute. So
women will do extreme things to not be what they
you
are.
actually got women that sleep in makeup?
Yes.
And you know what?
I have one in my family. I have one in my family who will do that, and will say to all of us, "Well, you guys should do this, and you guys should do that." And she's not even married. She's divorced,
I have
and
to
she's
agree with
never been married again. And she's trying to tell my mother, who's been married 3 times and is currently married and is finally in a happy relationship. She tries to give my mother advice, and I tell my mom, don't follow that whore's advice. I say that about my aunt. I go, don't follow that whore's advice. There's a reason why there's different men coming in and out of that window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, Pam, hold up. I agree with you, and the reason why I say that because, like, on a huge scale, a lot of women, lie. Okay, they're not honest with themselves about who they are. They're not honest with you about who they are. I mean, like, it's just like Dave Chappelle said it in the segment on one of his comedy stand-ups or whatnot. It's the visual lie, or Chris Rock even said it. I mean, like, so I get where you coming from on that part. So, like, with that being said, we could just rule women like, just go with the dudes because, like, you'll be on here all day going ham. You know what I mean? So I don't mean to cut you short.
No. I thought we were talking about people in general. If you just want to talk about guys, then that's cool.
No.
I was trying to.
We talk about people in general. Keep it going.
I was trying to add the perspective of what I know on the ground floor. Because see, I'm as much as I agree with you guys, and as much logic as we share and information that we share, you have to remember, I know how the sausage is made. Females are very different around other females when they don't think much of you, and they don't need to impress you, and they will tell you all kinds of stuff, and they will share all kinds of tips with you to quote unquote help you out that they
Hey,
do.
hey, Pan, do you just eat the sausage or do you lick it around like the chef and shit?
Oh
No, I'm just fucking
God.
with you.
Am I that crazy?
There's something wrong with
I
that.
walked into that one. I
Yeah, you
walked into
crazy,
that
bro.
one.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But hold up. Look, check it out. Check it out. Now, you know what? This is the first time I heard a woman would actually sleep in bed with makeup. What the fuck is going on?
That's the
I
first
know
time
about.
that shit, bro.
Prince,
I've
That's for,
heard
I
about it.
promise you, that's the first time I'd have heard it.
I've
I'm
heard
serious.
about
This
it.
is the
No,
first time I'd have heard some shit like
I've
that.
seen it. I've seen it happen before. I've seen it.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
me too.
saying? I know, like, I dated this one Arabic chick back when I was like 19 years old, man. This chick used to spend the night on my crib. She would sleep in the makeup, and then she would repair whatever fucked up part. I mean, like, I used to hate making out with the chick because, like, I'd be looking like a clown when I get done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like with the little red lipstick, and then I got like the little, like I was like, I looked like a zombie when I got done kissing this chick, like for real.
That cheap
Oh,
makeup.
man.
Prince used to
That's because she had
require
makeup.
Oh, boy.
Prince used to require girls that he was sleeping with, okay, to always have their makeup done and to always be dressed in some kind of lingerie or look sexy, and in the chance that he came over. Carmen Electra revealed this. So she had to sleep a certain way so that she wouldn't smudge her makeup because he may come over and he wanted them all looking like snatched and up and ready to go.
Look, I'm a man that doesn't mind a woman wearing makeup. I really don't. I think what a lot of women does wonders. Cause you see the motherfucker without him, you be like, God damn, what happened?
It's an enhancer.
But right, yeah, some of them. But you're right though. But some of them, like I always say, they cake it on too
Right.
much. And
Drag
Black
queen
is right.
makeup.
And what Super T said in the chat is right. I had a chick came to visit me. This when I was staying with my mom's. I had just got out of school. She came to visit me. I gave this chick a hug. And I wasn't paying attention to my shirt. Ironically, I had on a white shirt. I wasn't paying attention to my shirt. When that chick left, I looked down and seen all this brown shit all on my goddamn white shirt. I'm like, what the fuck is this? We've been baking brownies or something? What the fuck is this? And that's a motherfucking makeup. I said, damn, females wear this much fucking makeup? No.
Shit, bro.
Chris, because I've seen a woman wear makeup where I don't know, maybe she was trying to get her look or whatever the case may be.
Bruh.
So much
That's that
she put so much makeup on, actually started to look orange, man.
You know they got makeup for women that they can suck your dick all damn night and the makeup don't come off.
Yeah, 24 hour.
Y'all messing with them girls with them cheap makeup because they make makeup now where a lot of that shit don't come off.
Yeah, they
You
have
gotta wash it
24
off.
hour, what they call
have to wash
24-hour tattoo makeup and waterless makeup, waterproof makeup and things like
But
that they
hold up.
use for actresses. And
But
now a
hold
lot
up.
of women have access to it.
But hold up, you as a woman, who would want that shit on for 24 fucking hours?
Right.
I don't wear makeup, Chris. I wear.
I'm not saying you, boo. I'm talking
No,
about in general.
no,
I'm talking about in general.
that's what I'm saying. Like, well, I shouldn't say that I don't wear makeup. I wear mascara to enhance my eyelashes and chapstick, but that's it. But a lot of women feel that they need makeup to look like the airbrushed covers that they see these celebrities on, and the drag queens and all that stuff have made it so that women and transgender women feel like they need to now compete, and so they're now doing what I like to call drag queen makeup. Because, like, I was talking to Tony about this the other day. Like, back when we were in high school, you'd put on your foundation, and then you put on your concealer to hide your dark spots, and then you put on your powder foundation or liquid foundation, your blush, your eyeshadow, and then you're done. Well, now the game has changed because of drag makeup. You put your liquid foundation on, then you put concealer over that, then you put powder foundation on to really, as they say, bake it in the skin. And then you got to do all this other stuff. You got to put makeup on your eyebrows. You got to put makeup. You got to contour your nose. You got to do all this stuff. And Tony and I are the same age. And I'm like, Tony, makeup was too much when we were in high school for me. What the hell do I look like? Now you're telling me I got to have 3 coats of paint on my face?
And I'm glad you said
it.
Oh, my
it's
fault.
Destroying. Oh, no. And here's the other thing, too. That makeup, they say it's like, oh, like there's like bare minerals, and it's like, oh, it's all natural, it's all vegan, it's good for your skin. No. You see those women years later wearing it, they've got all kinds of breakouts, all kinds of pustules, all kinds of other stuff, because they didn't just let their skin breathe.
Thank you. The skin, your skin got to breathe. That's why they say pores. Your skin got to breathe. That's why I say, who want that shit on for 24 hours? That's why when I be seeing them little dance contests, and I say this a lot when I did my earlier shows, them little dance contests with them women be putting their little girls in these dance contests, they having all their makeup packed up all on their face, and having their nails and shit done, and they on the stage parading and shit, and these mothers get so mad at each other because they daughter didn't win that they actually fight. I forget what's the name of that show I'm looking at, but these ladies outside about to duke it out because they little girl did not win this competition. That's why I say if I had a little girl, she's not getting involved with none of that shit. She's not getting involved with that dancing doll shit. I mean, you putting the weave in my daughter her at a young age. You putting all this fucking makeup on her, curves and shit and all that showing, man. You know, you got some sick motherfuckers out here. I can't do it. I can't do it.
There were when I was in kindergarten, my mom was a PTA mom. Right? And the other PTA moms are telling her, oh, your daughter's so beautiful, you should put her in pageants, you should put her in modeling. And my mom was like, no, thank you.
Get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, my mom was like, no, thank you.
No, thank you. Like,
and then they got to the point where they were harassing my mom about it. And my mom had to go off, and she probably looked like the crazy black lady being a BT. I don't know. She didn't curse, but she was like, look, I want more for my daughter. I don't want my daughter to feel like her whole life is about her looks. I want her to learn what reality is. And you're telling me, you're trying to give me parenting advice. Are you going to be there when she's shallow and a hollow person and she's stealing cars and making out with drug dealers? No, you're not. So get out of my face. And they never talked to her again.
Here's the thing, Pan. Here's the thing, what they wanted was, I guess they seen something in her. They'd be like, okay, we can make her a star. But what I say, everything they glitter ain't what? It ain't gold.
It ain't
Fuck
gold.
that. Everything they glitter is not gold. Everything that's sugar is not sweet. And I'm sorry. Now, sports and all that, I might let her get into it, playing basketball and all that, even volleyball. But these damn pageants and all that, man, fuck that. You're not finna fuck up.
Yeah.
You're not finna fuck up my baby's head. You're not finna fuck up her face with all that bullshit on her face. And I'm using for example. I've seen pictures of you. To me, you have natural beauty. You don't need no makeup. And there's a lot of people who I see they come to these shows on the different platforms. Even Chaz, I've seen her face. Don't need no makeup.
All right, I'm back.
That natural beauty. Yeah, I'm jumping to ask what happened to you. Yeah, got natural beauty. You know.
No,
so,
Pan got natural boobies.
That too. She got that too. But
Thank
but I'm just saying, this shit just crazy. It just crazy, and I can't get down with it. I don't advise nobody. I don't advise nobody with kids get down with it either.
Well, I have to say this to anyone who has a little girl. Sports. I was a very athletic kid, and sports helped me learn how to be a team player. They taught me a lot of life skills, and it got to the point I was playing sports my whole life that was never concerned with my looks. I was never concerned. Like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't go to school, you know, gross and unkept. I would brush my hair and be groomed, but I didn't think about looks. So when I got to be a teenager and everyone was trying to put on makeup and stuff, I had disdain for it already because I had already been set on a path by playing sports and my parents taking me places and traveling and doing history and science experiments where it didn't even rate to me. So for anyone who's got a little girl, sports is a good thing for her.
Fuck no. Take her outside and throw her face in the mud.
Oh God.
Yeah, King came right back on the motherfucker going
ham. and then she can have daddy issues, and that's great.
Yeah.
Great, Akeem.
Fuck it.
Right.
Right.
So let me ask y'all this. You know, we talked about this earlier about letting people know stuff about y'all. I guess we all in agreement, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you do, you know, that's your bag. You know, if you don't, then I guess you're playing in the safe zone or whatnot. Now, you have people that say you lied to me just because you didn't tell them something. Is that necessarily true? How can you say I lied to you just because I didn't? How's that lying when I never opened my mouth and said a thing? What y'all think about that?
Manipulation.
If we're gonna be technical, the definition of lying would be to tell somebody something with malicious intent. So if I don't tell you, I didn't lie to you.
Okay. Thank you. Eric?
I agree with Keen, but women use this thing called lying by omission.
Now you can say the word I misled you. You can say I misled you, but you can't say I lied to you. There's a difference.
Right. I agree with you. I'm just saying women always use that bullshit.
So them bitches stupid.
And that's what I said, and that's why I said manipulation. When people say that, it's manipulation. Because they're trying to manipulate you into a situation to give them something, to have power over you, or they're trying to have power over you. It's manipulation.
Right.
Well, can you say misleading? And I'm glad you brought it up. Can they be used as the same thing? You know, if I didn't tell you this, or I didn't say this, or I didn't give you no sign of this, how can I be misleading you? Can it be used as the same way?
Correct. It can be. Well, it can be used in the same way of the sense of you wanted to know something, but I didn't tell you.
Gotcha.
But if I didn't have to tell you, why should I tell you?
Boom. There you go. Boom. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. It matters on what it is. Like there's a big difference between oh yeah, I'm sleeping with you with no condom and I didn't tell you I have AIDS to well, I didn't tell you that my ex was a world-renowned chef and used to make me wonderful meals. There's a difference.
Gotcha. I like that.
There's a very distinct line between telling you something that benefits me and you, and me not telling you something that doesn't factor either one of us.
Right.
Like I don't have to tell you some shit that has no bearing on anything that's gonna go on in the future. I don't have to. I can, but I don't have to. I'm not obligated to.
Drop the mic on that. That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah. You know what the problem is? Akeem's dropping some drools, but what I said, I think it was yesterday, I said men have lost their balls, so they don't keep their word on what they saying. They start hesitating and shit. Niggas be hesitating when a bitch start trying to bust his balls. Be, stop fumbling and shit. Niggas don't grab their nuts no more and say what they mean, man.
I remember what I said on one of my shows. They do their head scratch.
Niggas just running around scared that the tiniest thing that they say is not gonna get them some pussy.
Thank you, bro.
I have to ask a question about that. Where did that start and why did it start?
TV programmed it over the last, let's say probably since the 50s. It started.
Yeah, that shit happened on TV. That shit
on TV.
That shit didn't just pop up in the mist. That shit happened on TV. They watched that shit and they thought that was the way to live.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like a slow kill. They started dumbing men down, making men take all the bullshit while the women started being in there, even if it made no sense.
It's just like Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives and shit. Once you watch it so much, once the unstable mind watches that so much, it sinks in that is how you're supposed to live, which is why we have a lot of people who live outside their means.
Right.
And see, I'm glad y'all brought that up because I talk about this sometime.
But why
can't Black people in general see shows like that and say this is terrible? This is disgusting.
Because the majority of them see their parents living the exact same way, so they grow up with that ingrained in their mind that that's how they're supposed to live.
Yep.
That's why I say
there's no reason you should be sitting in the hood and your house is so fucked up on the outside and the inside. But you got a fucking Range Rover sitting on 24s and you got all big-ass flat screen TVs in your house.
Yeah, see, I never understood that.
You worried about your lights getting cut off every other month, your water getting cut off, you trying to figure out how you gonna pay your rent. None of that shit should ever happen. That should never happen.
I'm talking about. Thank you, Akeem. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
And I never understood that. I never understood the fancy trinkets and things like that. But you're living in a terrible neighborhood and your house is falling apart and you can't pay your bills.
Man, I'm so glad somebody else said that shit because I think that is the craziest shit in the world. You stand in the project and in the ghettos, but your clothes be fresh as hell. You got Nikes on, got a badass car with TVs all up in it, got a boom system up in it. All that type of shit. Like Woman G say.
Yeah.
It's kind of easy when you listen to the GM sound. Pioneer speaker smoke on the pound.
Can I speak on that mentality
please do, bro. Please do.
You gotta understand the mentality from that environment is to have a little bit of money because the average person in your hood on the daily average doesn't have more than, let's say, even $500. So if you're running around with $1,200, you think you the shit and you got gear and shit. See, you haven't met the outside world where that shit is lunch meat. That shit is not even lunch meat. That shit is like crumbs.
Right.
Isolation.
Of that,
So
I'm the man in this little hood. Trust me, I used to be just like them niggas, bro. Till I realized this shit is fucking pointless.
Hold on.
There's more out there.
I used to be like that too.
Hold on, before anybody else say anything else, let me say something. VA, thank you so much, bro. I am so glad you said that because I don't know where motherfuckers nowadays get where $500 supposed to be something, $1,200 supposed to be something, $1,500.
That shows you
right.
The mentality
at my age, in my age, $500 ain't shit.
Right.
$1,200 ain't shit.
Bro, I spent $500 in 2 days on an average.
Thank you. $1,500 ain't shit.
Yeah, and I can spend it in one day.
Exactly.
It could be on some bullshit. I can spend it in one day on some bullshit and not know what I spent it on the next day.
Yeah.
And it be gone just like that. Thank you. It be gone just like that. Thank you.
Because I remember when having $100, you was the man on the block.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So basically,
$100 now. I'm going this little bit of fucking money.
So basically,
hell yeah. I got some money. I got $100, dude. I got $100.
So basically,
shit.
$100.
If you go get a couple of shirts, pair of pants, that's down about 50 right there. Go get you some gas. That's probably about another 20. You got $30 left. You ain't got no food in the house. You're gonna have to bargain this shit. You know what I'm saying? Give you a couple of loaf of bread, probably some hot dogs or bologna and shit. And you know how us niggas do it sometimes, get them ramen noodles and shit. And you gotta live all that shit till you get paid again. So when niggas be sitting there talking about, man, I got money, how much you got? 500. Nigga, that's all you got? That ain't shit. That ain't shit.
So
wait, hold on. Well, maybe it's something if you ain't got your own shit.
Right.
Maybe it is something if you ain't got your own shit.
Right.
And it is something to the youngins who in high school now. $500, it probably make them feel like they rich.
So basically,
it make them feel like they rich.
So basically, well, no, I was asking a question. So basically, it's just isolation from from the actual I guess state, you would say, like from actual life versus ghetto life. Is that what it is?
Well, Pandora is it
Is it like a bubble?
it is life. Okay, so we use as a crutch my environment. Okay, I get so tired of hearing that bullshit because
Right.
if everybody is a product of their environment, they can't think for themselves. They can't move forward with their lives.
Right.
Every damn day. Tell me that. In reality, think about it. Chris just said it, and BA pointed it out. Pointed out in more detail. On the block, okay, you on the block, you living in the projects, all right? Let's say you got some little hustle going, okay? Got a little hustle going. You got no little hustle going. When you say Friday afternoon, the club, you got a wad of bills in your pocket, okay? That shit, yeah, you got it all, okay? And as long as you're in that, as long as you confine to that environment, so it gets, you really actually think. You know?
Right. So it's that old primal thing of I have more resources than what's around me, so why would I go anywhere else?
What though? When you got kids, because of what you're showing, and they don't know what you living like. They don't know what your career is like. They don't know if you're paying your bills or not, if you got electricity and stuff like that. They don't care about that.
You the man on the Yeah, you
drive a Range Rover with 24-inch rims booming through there, okay? All right, and you always cruising around the block. But the thing about it is, those kids don't know that you're not going far from around the block. Okay,
you the man. You the man in the hood.
You may make a little larger circle,
right?
Depending on your clientele. If you got a clientele, but guess what?
Right.
Why?
Exactly, because there's a point where. Oh, sorry, Eric. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. Sorry.
Go ahead, because I think you're about to make the point that I was going to make. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there was a point even where I was like the outlet dude in the hood, where I got from the bigger guy, where I had a few ounces. So the guys that didn't sell ounces like that or whatever had to come see me. You get what I'm saying? And then I start realizing this nigga above me ain't working as hard as me, but he sure make more money than me. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And you realize that little bit of money you're making isn't a fucking lot, man. And at the end of the day, like, they also don't learn because you're making so much money that you're not used to having because you come from nothing, that you also don't recognize that money you can't actually turn into legit and actually go out there and go own it, anything real. You get what I'm saying?
Especially when you're making it fast.
Right, exactly.
And I have another, and that makes sense. I mean, like I said, that's that old primal thing of I have more resources, why would I go anywhere else? And people look up to you. And I have another question. How many of these homes that have like Range Rovers and flat screen TVs and Xboxes have actual computers with internet access?
Nowadays, a lot of them do, because a lot of the moms sit online all the time, bro. I mean, Pandorians. A lot of these ghetto moms are online.
So
you got the plug. You got the plug in the States. You got the plug on the internet where you can have internet for like damn near 4 months and shit for like $150. So
yeah, those girls who used to sit outside on the stoop all day are now sitting in the house on the computer.
Yeah.
Or
and so this is why I asked that lady when Tommy had the 3 ladies on their show, when she said, "Do you believe that people can only do as well as what they know?" And I said, "No, I don't believe that, because if you have in the social age that we're in, you have so much access to so much information in your home Why is it? Is it a lack of intelligence to look? Is it a lack of intelligence for them to not want to look at? Oh well, I want this kind of life, so this is what I need to do to get this kind of life. And instead of they just mess around and get pregnant and put the
Everybody
You know what?
the guy on child support.
Everybody doesn't have the same aspirations to be anything. There's some people, and I recognize that being in the hood.
Okay.
Yes, there's some people. There's people that's been in my hood since it's been built in the 70s. They're okay with that. They don't give a fuck about being anything. They're cool.
And it's
Gotcha.
the intellectual aspect of it would that's kind of a thin line, because you would have to look at it in the frame of them not wanting to find out how to do better, being they know that they can do it, they just don't want to.
Okay.
But then you know what?
So the intelligence is there because they intelligently made the decision not to go better themselves.
Oh,
Thank you.
I get what you're saying. Okay.
So the intelligence is there. It's just the wrong intelligence. It's the intelligence.
Yeah, pretty much paint.
It's the negative it's the adverse negative of the intelligence, where they don't do they don't do the research to find out what would make them better. They just say no, even though they know that the information is out there. They choose not to.
Yeah, so pretty much, pretty much, paint. It's an ambition thing and a morality thing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no ambition in you, then it's not in you. Especially you don't have nobody to guide you to have that ambition. You know, because a lot of stuff I do agree with. It does start at home, and it starts with the parenting. And if your parenting ain't teaching you shit, then how can you grow to learn shit?
That's also another problem too, because there's a lot of people who are successful and don't pass on the knowledge or attempt to pass it on.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Can I ask you guys a quick question? How many of you guys are from the hood, may have a hood, like library right near your hood?
Me? I got one 2 blocks away from me.
2 blocks? No, even better, Keen. We got a library 20 footsteps away from the corner.
Really? For real?
Bro.
And now how many people you see go in there?
Yeah, how many people you see go in there? Yeah.
Exactly.
That reminds me.
Usually people not from the neighborhood or kids, because they open up the computers there for the kids.
Yeah, and they don't be in there researching shit. They be on
Facebook. They don't be in there researching shit. Yeah.
I haven't seen somebody in a library actually learning something since I was a kid, and it was only a few of us in there who actually was trying to do something, and that was only like when we had a book report to do in school or something. Well, other than that, motherfuckers didn't go to the library, and they still don't to this day. The kids that go in there now be on the computer,
if they
Facebook,
do,
Instagram and shit like that.
If they do, they don't go there to do their work study. They go there being on other stuff. I've seen it for myself. I don't remember when the last time I've been in the library, but the last time I went, I seen these young girls probably could be no more than about 13 and 14. And instead of them on the internet, you know what I'm saying, looking up they lesson or their homework and stuff, these motherfuckers on here looking up dating sites and shit. I'm like, now where kids that age get this shit from?
Right.
Where do they get this shit from?
Yeah.
So it's the examples of the adults that perpetually.
Hey Chris, you're so right. What I did a business course about it's been 10 years, I think, this year. We all had our own personal computer. There was one dude from the corner that we all hung on, right? This nigga came to the business class every day, not searching anything to help establish himself. This nigga sat on and watching bitches twerk all the damn time on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Until after lunch. I think we started at 9 till about 2.
Now are these kids that are doing these things? Is it because they're from single parent homes and they're just with their moms? Or is it just that's just how they are?
Well, it's kind of hard to say because one, we're not in their house. We're not in their household. We don't live with them, so we can't say if it's a mother and dad there. Okay. I think what it is, with a lot of kids and teenagers, and I say this a lot of time, is peer pressure. Somebody in their ear be like, girl, I don't win this, and I got away with it. You know what I'm saying? I seen all these fine boys on there. Next time you go to the library, go look it up. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they can't do it at home. If they do it at home, they're gonna get in trouble. So they gotta go to a public place.
All it takes is a bad influence.
That's why. Exactly. That's why with a lot of these phones, a lot of these teenagers don't need no fucking smartphone. They just need a regular flip phone where they can just make call and text, and that's all your ass need. Now you get up age, you buy your own goddamn smartphone, because now they could go to places where they could use Wi-Fi and look at that same shit. The fine men or something sexual, twerking, and all this bullshit. So I can't just really say if it's all on single parents, because I don't stay there, but it would seem like that's where it's come from, because it's single parents. But me personally, like I said, I look at both sides of the coin. I think it's just peer pressure. They see their friends do it, they want to do it, then they tell their friends about it, their friends want to do it, and it's just a trend. It's just a whole trend.
See, I never,
and it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I would blame it on I have to blame it on single parent homes. And I'm only basing this off of the statistic that I'm just going to throw out there, because I'm pretty sure everybody will agree with me. In urban communities, there is like roughly 70% single homes, single parent homes, whether it be mother or father. And then if you factor in the single home mothers with the father around but not in the home, it still would be the same number. It still technically would be the same number. And then if we factor in the peer pressure aspect, you also have to factor in the fact that we're talking single parent homes, and odds are that they lived in the same condition. So, I mean, you kind of got to go back to the core either way it go.
Okay.
I want to go back to what one of y'all said something about, I think VA said something about some girls, they were sitting outside, but now they don't do that no more. They go to the internet now. And I'm glad you brought that up, because that's how a lot of people run their business now. The police, the laws to stop all that outside shit. You make it still, they make it still get away with some shit from outside. But once you stop one thing, of course you got this backup thing you can do, which is the internet. And now folks doing shit on the internet now. Remember, Backpage, got Play Little Fish, all them day sites. The females want to sell some poutine, they go on there and sell some poutine. You know,
well, that was more so. I think that more so. I think that was.
Go ahead, bro.
I think that would more so fall on the fact of people not knowing their rights in general, because nowadays a mass group standing anywhere looks like a gang of some sort, and you give them a reason to come stop you, check you, do whatever. And they attempt to do that when it's a group of people on a porch now. And people don't seem to know that when you're on your property, you don't have to do anything you don't want to if you're not doing anything, because you're on your property. They walk up to you, all they can do is ask you a question. A lot of people don't know this. So to avoid the whole confrontation, people tend to be in the house more. And being in the house more, you're surrounded by the vices that easily attract you, like electronics and things of that nature. And we all know that majority of Black people are attracted to flashy shit.
Right.
Right.
So
and we don't take the time to think about that. We don't take time to think about that a lot of this stuff has tracking in it. You know, y'all think these smartphones don't have little hidden apps and shit where the police can hear and see what you texting? Why you think some of them motherfuckers get there so fast?
Cell phones. If you don't want to be tracked, then you shouldn't have a cell phone. Period.
That's true.
I got a question.
But go ahead, Eric.
For VA.
What up, brother?
I want to get deeper now about when you got to hustle, whether you selling, whether you were hustling, weed, crack, whatever the case may be. This, I think that the guys who do that, though they can't invest their money into anything legitimate, like you said before, VA. The perception that I get is this: no matter how hard they are in the hood, no matter how quick they are to push to pull the trigger, another scramble, another hustle in the hood, they are confined. That lifestyle, that environment tells me they have a fear of leaving that.
Yeah, they do. I got some homeboys now that is a few years older than me. Them niggas still ain't leaving the hood. They're hanging with the young boys.
Yep, trying to influence the young boys.
Yeah,
Thank you. To the young boys, they got street credit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They the big homie on the block.
Right.
Because they done been in jail or they done did this and did that. That's how it is.
I'm so glad y'all brought that up because that's another thing I got a problem with society too. Because y'all know some white people stay in the hood too. They develop their hood mentality and shit. So it's got to come a point in time in your life, man. You got to leave bullshit behind and try to explore new shit.
Right.
Yeah, don't be like me. Don't be like
me personally, man, I don't get what's so good with trying to claim a hood. It really ain't your hood because the hood was there before you even got there.
Right.
It probably just got more fucked up. As the years went on, it got more fucked up. But how can you sit up here and claim a hood that was already there? And you claim that shit so proudly. That ain't shit to be proud of to claim no hood.
It
ain't shit to be proud of.
I commented on one of Tommy's videos and someone told me who has my area code and my hometown in their profile, their account, right? That called me a coon and said that Sacktown doesn't want me and all this stuff and I'm speaking nonsense. So I responded with, you do know, and I listed all the ghetto territories in Sacramento and I said, you do know that Sacramento is more than this, right? And I don't believe that you're the mayor or the ambassador to speak for a town that, was there before you were born. So
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you.
It's
crazy.
It's
crazy.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead, fam. Go ahead, fam.
Next time they call you a coon, tell them you're not a coon, you're a coonette.
Like, that's what's up. That's what's up.
What up,
but
man?
no,
That's what's up.
Hey, Chris, the reason why they be claiming they hoods like that, though, is because, like, the ghetto is like a sinking ship. When that motherfucker going down, you go grab for whatever you can grab onto.
Right.
So that's why they want to claim something, anything.
Ooh.
Right.
Like,
that's just right.
And when the bar sets so fucking low in the ghetto, you got to pick that bitch up with tweezers, and you shouldn't be surprised by none of that.
I like that analogy. I appreciate that, bro. I like that analogy. He absolutely right. Because when that bitch is burning, the motherfucker try to get wherever they can. Think about that little video Tommy did when I guess they had a flood wherever it was, and them chicks out there were scrambling, picking up all that weed. I'm like, who would want that shit? I bet that shit funky, it's stanky.
Hey, hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Van, did you really just say that?
Yeah.
Van,
for real. He did it for real.
No, hold on. Van, did you really just say that shit?
Say what?
Say what?
What you just said. Did you just say that? Was I hearing things, or did you really just say what you just said?
I don't know what I said a lot.
That whole analogy that you just gave, did you really just say that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Why me and Vaz was in the studio the other day and he said this shit and he was like, I'm gonna wait till the perfect time to say it.
What? What? You lying. You lying. You're an asshole. You lying.
Oh, God. That's so funny.
Whatever he said is a good analogy. I like the analogy.
No, he lying, Chris.
I know he lying.
It's good either way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's good either way.
I just wanted to take some of the. I just wanted to throw some comic relief in there. I'm about to slide out. I gotta get inside the job and shit. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
I appreciate that.
Have a good
Appreciate it, bro.
Have a good day.
All right, same to y'all. Hey,
love you.
Hey, pity me Thursday.
Damn right. Yum yum yum.
Titty meat Thursday.
So, I'm getting ready to shut this down myself, but let me ask this question since we're talking about the hood. Which one of y'all said that about the men in the hood trying to teach the youngins? Who just said that? Somebody just said that. Who said that?
I think
was it UVA?
Was that Zone?
Was it a king,
bro?
Was it a king?
He said what?
Oh, we were talking about the hood, and you saying the guys in the hood was trying to teach the youngins or something like that. You just said, was that you or was that the king just said that?
That was me. They said they're hanging with the youngins because they don't know how to leave the hood.
They hanging with the youngins.
Yeah, these niggas a lot of these guys can't leave the hood, bro. Like they don't know how to last outside the hood. It's like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like some kind of phobia. I had one homeboy, he go anywhere in the hood. We go to the mall, this nigga be like, man, you go in the mall, I'll just wait in the car. Man, you go like anywhere's where it be like actual people, this nigga would not go. In the hood, oh yeah, he sit out laugh and do the bullshit, drink and smoke and shoot dice and all that shit, cards all day.
What? That makes no sense.
Okay, let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all this question. Then I'm gonna shut it down after this.
Okay.
Can somebody with a hood mentality teach a younger generation? Can they guide them into a better path that they have to take?
They could tell them what not to do.
Listen to what I'm saying now. Listen to what I'm saying. You know, a guy with a hood mentality, only thing he got is the hood mentality. Is it possible that somebody with the hood mentality can lead the youngins who's trying to be just like them to stray away from that? Is that possible?
Not that he's doing the same thing.
Okay. You finna say something, Vance. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I was finna say it's only so far they can lead them. Like the most they could do is tell them what not to do. But just like VA said, if they doing the same thing, kids follow what you do, not what you say.
Yeah, cause we just gonna look at this nigga like he making money. I'm trying to make money too. That's how I look at the older. Like when I was younger, and the older niggas on the block that was selling dope, they used to come around pretending, well, you niggas y'all need to do. And you get to age, you go, you niggas making money. I want to make money too. Fuck out of here.
Yep. You be like,
y'all remember that movie? Y'all remember that?
You be like, y'all full of shit. Y'all just don't want me to make no money. Y'all want all the money. That's how a lot of younger guys look at it.
Y'all remember that movie Menace to Society and when what's that guy name? Damn, what was his name in that movie? Was it Trey? What was the guy? Who's the main character in that movie? What was his name?
Trey.
The one
you got it right.
Okay, it was Trey. But Trey was a little kid and he looked up to Parnell as his dad.
Right.
And Parnell, I guess in a sense, he really didn't want him to go that way. But I guess he understood, as long as we got this shit around you, how can you possibly get out of it? So when Trey got older, you know, he was sucked into it already because his dad was already a gangster. And Parnell wasn't making it no better. So when he got older, that's all he knew. And, you know, his grandfolks was trying to stray him in the right path, but the shit was not working because he kept hanging with Old Dog and wherever the person MC8, what was his character name? He kept hanging around there, so he couldn't get out the shit. And the shit got so bad that his granddad really kicked him out. His grandma didn't really have nothing to say. His granddad kicked him out. And I hated that part because I didn't think he really. I hear a playback. Okay. Cause I didn't think he really need that for you to kick him out. But then if you come to bring a trouble to somebody's doorstep, then what they got left to do, you know? And once they did that, then I guess that's what he knew now. Okay, they kicked me out. He tried to get his mind straight, you know, I'm trying to get out this shit. You know, he had relations with Parnell Gale. He was so scared of Parnell too, it wasn't funny. But y'all remember the part in jail, he said, why you ain't never come and see me? He said, man, I ain't want to come here and see you, man, in case you're like some fucking animal. And Parnell asked him, oh, that what you think of me now? I'm an animal? He said, no, man, because when I was little, you was like my dad. That fucked Parnell up. And Parnell told him, hey, look, I know how Ronnie feel about you, and it's cool. And it's cool. Do me a favor. Teach my son better than I taught you. Teach him the way that we grew up was bullshit.
Right.
Teach him the way that we grew up is bullshit. And I think when that man said that to Trey, they changed his life. But unfortunately, he got in the shit so bad. Y'all know what happened at the end. Old boy came back and sprayed. Now, if you really look at that movie at the end, Trey didn't have to do what he did because they weren't aiming down. So I believe the baby was safe. But, of course, his mind said, damn, I got to protect the boy. And he got sprayed, you know. And that ending always fuck me when I see that because he said at the end, you know, my granddaddy had asked me, do I care about what if I live or die?
You want to know what's even crazier, bro?
He said it's too late. He said it's too late. You know, it went off then. I said, man, that's a real ass movie, man, because that shit goes on for real. Go ahead, VA.
But guess who got away and moved away from the bullshit?
Akeem, what's his name was?
The woman.
The woman. The woman did.
Oh, so did. Yep, she did. She was trying to get out. She was trying to get out, and a lot of them was trying to get out the hood. But Kane, his name was Kane. His name was Kane.
Even deeper.
Kane.
Even Chris. Even deeper.
Hey, I thought you were talking about.
Yes, hold up. Even deeper. Don't you think a movie like that, because all of us as black kids watch that and more, that didn't set a precedent to show you that the woman means everything because she gets away. No one harms her. But us niggas, though, even when we're trying to get out the hood, we gonna die.
And I always had a problem with that as a...
You can look at it like that, yes. You can look at it like that. You can look at it like that. And that's a good analogy. That's a good analogy. Go ahead, Payne.
And I always had a problem with that as a female because I didn't understand why they both couldn't get out. I didn't understand why they both couldn't make the choice to find, even if they didn't know another life, to find another life and both get out. I didn't understand the whole, just the woman.
Well, Payne, here's the thing. The woman want to get out. She was talking to Kane and trying to get him to leave. But Kane was so sucked into the thug life that even when Reese and the other Stacy dude, when they say they going to Kansas City, and then they like, yeah, man, you should come. And he was like, are you going to Kansas City with this fool? He like, yeah, man, you should come. He was like, man, I don't want to hear that. And so the dude, Rock, I forgot what was his name in the movie, the dude who played Rock. He even tried to talk to him. And he said some good shit to him. Kane, what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna just fuck your life away, man? What are you gonna do? You know? And he was just telling him, man, look, the hunt is sown, you're the prey. All I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Kane took them words, he took them words deep to heart, but like I said, he got so deep into the shit that the consequences came back to get him. What I always say, y'all, for every action, there's a what? Opposite reaction.
Right.
So when he was getting ready to leave, he got fucked off. It was too late. He left too late. And Jones came back and sprayed him. Yep. He sprayed him.
And I understand that, but I also think that a lot of these films, I think that there needs to be a diversified aspect to a lot of these films to show men getting out and making a decision instead of there's a tragic tale for the guy, but you know the girl marries a white guy, or the girl gets a degree.
That's the reality.
Hold on, let her finish. I want to hear what she's saying. Let her finish. I want to hear what she's saying. I think she's making a good thing.
And she's done. You know, I think that there needs to be, because media is everything, and so I think that there needs to be, more examples of that, so that little black boys who watch this.
Paying back in the 90s, they had movies and series that teach you about the hard knock life or the projects in the ghetto. They had another movie, which one of my favorites. If I could find it, I'll buy it. South Central.
Yeah, I know.
That was a good movie.
Yeah,
that was a damn good movie. Yeah. Ray, I forgot Parnell. I think his name was Parnell. I don't know what his name was in the movie, but he was in the gang life. And Ray fucked this man mind up, trying to make it seem like that dude fucked his wife or his girl, and he didn't. So he turned around and shot. So now he got caught. Look what happened. Ray was the man. Ray was the man, and he wasn't. He was a man that wasn't shit. That he tried to get this man boy in the game, and he had his boy in the game because he wanted to be like OG Bobby Johnson. That was his name, Bobby Johnson.
Right.
OG Bobby Johnson. Yeah. He wanted to be just like his daddy because everybody talked about how thug his daddy was. Always in a movie, they run into somebody to change their life. And he ran into that man. That man told him, you know why you keep getting denied parole? Your attitude. See, you could go in there and say, I want to do this. You go in there and say, I want to do that. But does your attitude show it? He's right. Do your attitude show it?
And I agree.
And that's why he can't get denied.
And I agree. Like I've seen those films. You know, I'm a '90s kid. I've seen those films. But the thing is that the thing that I saw, which was the feminism part of that, part of that, is that the woman seems to always be able to make the decision that she doesn't want to live that life and she's gonna do something different, and the boy or the girl and the boy doesn't.
Can I add in real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
You notice something else that they only actually show? The fathers of these movies, like the one we're talking about, are only respectable.
Exactly. They don't do it no more. They don't do it no more.
No. Hold up, Chris. I'm not done. Hold up. They're only respectable.
Okay.
In jail or thug-like. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? For example, take what's the one with Lawrence Fishburne, Boys in the Hood? Remember how hard he had a hard time of trying to get his boy to be like him? His boy was too busy trying to be like everybody else.
Right.
Yeah. This is what I mean. Like, there's a reality in those communities, and when it breaks down to sex, it's very simple to understand. I don't think it's a political thing with feminism or anything. You just look at the dumb buzzards in the hood. As stupid as they are, as nasty as they are, they always get their license first. They always graduate high school first. They always, tend to avoid felonies and shit first, even though they encourage all the shit. They like the little fucking idiot standing out there with skinny jeans talking about he's a gangster. He's dumb as a bucket of rocks. He doesn't have a diploma. He doesn't even have a fucking driver's license. They encourage that shit. And the reason they get away from it, because it's easy for you to look at something that you like entertainment, like a movie, like comedy, but then they go on about their regular life. Whereas the little fucking jackasses, they really are running around trying to be Nino Brown. And that's why they're ending up dead.
I know that, and I understand that. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Oh, are you?
Everybody makes some good points when it comes to stuff like that, and they do need. Oh, go ahead, man. My fault. I mean, shit. Go ahead, bro.
I didn't.
I wanted to say something too.
Oh, go ahead, Pam.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
I'll go, Vez.
I was going to say that movie Boys in the Hood pretty much it proved the point that I was about to mention earlier. Is that when y'all ask like, can a person that got the hood mentality steer kids on the right path, or like VA said, the respectable dad had a hard time getting his kid to be like him because he wants to be like everybody else. Well, the problem is in the ghetto, it's all about respect. The message has to come from the person that the kids respect, whether that person is positive or negative. If they respect that person, they're going to lean more towards them.
Right.
And it's weird because the thing is, most of those kids in the hood, we all know a lot of them have low self-esteem and stuff like that. So a person that got low self-esteem, the messenger is always going to be more important than the message. So they're going to disregard what you're saying because it's coming from you if they don't respect you. And they actually keep going down the wrong path just because it ain't coming from the right person.
And see, and I'm glad you said that, Vince, because that what happened in South Central. Remember when Bobby finally got out, he did whatever it took to go find his son. And once he found his son was getting gangster with him.
Right.
Yep.
And you expect that he'd be like, he finna go off on his son, but he knew he couldn't go off on his son because he's looking at himself.
Right.
So he looking at himself. So, but when he saw he'll do anything to protect this boy, damn, you know. That man said, Ray, you said outside, you owe me. He said, all I want is my boy.
Right.
All I want is my boy.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that's why his boy got respect for him right there. All I want is my boy.
But that's why I said what I said, because there are boys, historically there have been boys that have been born into single, mother homes or whatever, and that have decided early on that they didn't want to be in that life, and they studied and they went away to college and they left. And what I'm saying is that as many Boys in the Hood movies and as many Menace to Society movies we don't have the same equivalent of showing that boys can make a decision to be different and to get out of the hood. It's usually skewed that women foresee the future and foresee this, and that's why I say that it's a feminist agenda. Because yes, in a lot of hoods that there are tragic stories, but there are also good triumphant stories that are not being told and that are not being shown in the media.
Bet. Exactly. And I got you on there. Tona said she wanted to say something, so let me get her a chance to say something. I got to get on out of here.
Oh, thank you, Kiss.
What's up, Tota?
Can you guys hear me okay, or no?
Go ahead. Hey,
okay. Sound great.
Okay. Yeah. So another thing I wanted to say that also would influence a child's perception of who to follow versus who not to follow when it comes to their father. If the mother doesn't respect the father and doesn't, even if she respects him maybe a little bit, if she doesn't say it to the child, if she puts the father down, the child, even if the child sees the father doing good and doing this or doing that, if the parents don't live together, if you are constantly telling a child, whether it's a son or a daughter, that the father is shit, the child isn't going to see the father as anything more than what you're saying, because he spends all his time with you, or she spends all her time with you. And I know that from my own perspective, because my mother used to do that to me and tell me my father wasn't shit, and then when she got mad at me, she'd say I was just like him. So I was like, well, I'm not shit either, you know?
Right.
So
that happens too.
Yeah, so if the mother is constantly putting down the father could be the most amazing person in the world, but the child is still going to have that in the back of their head. So mothers really have to have a responsibility to put good, positive, constructive things in their son or daughter's head, because my son, he actually spends more time living with his mom and dad now. He's living with both of us now, which is great because he loves it. We don't live together, but we're co-parenting. And before he was living with he was living with just me and spending time with his dad. But even so, he enjoyed it, and he has a lot of pride in who his father is, because I tell him all the great things about his dad. I don't tell him things that upset me about his dad. That's between me and his father. I tell him the great things about his father and how, wow, your dad is good at this, and if you want to try that, your dad can teach you, because he's really good at that. So ask your father how to do this, and that makes him have a lot of pride in his father. So if you were to tell my son anything negative about his father, he would laugh at you or say, no, you're absolutely wrong, because he knows who his father is, because we both we don't talk trash about each other. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. If you trash the other parent in front of the child, they will get that in their mind, that the other parent.
And see,
yep.
Tony, thank you so much. That's how you get broken homes. That's how you get broken home, doing this shit right there. Because when you talk shit about one another, you don't give a child a chance to see their parent what they for. Because if you a child just sticking that, programming that shit in their head, then of course, if I had a child, they're gonna think I ain't shit. And if I'm doing the same thing, talking to them, putting that shit in their head that your mama ain't this, that, other, they gonna think the mama ain't shit. So they're gonna be like, well, I just got two ain't shit parents, And I think they're sick, and I think they're just sick for parents to talk to their child like that. Remember you get your ass whooped, and one of us be like, I want my daddy. We're gonna find a motherfucker then, because he ain't shit no way. I'm your mom and your dad. I mean, come on, man. What kind of shit is that to tell your child? You know?
I had to check my aunt on that because she would tell her youngest, because her youngest is a different father than the first two, right? And she would tell, and she would speak. She would get off the phone with the father, and they would have some kind of argument, whatever. And then she would openly trash talk about the father in front of his son. Yep. And I had to check her right then and there, and I spun it around. I went, you mean you're just upset, right? I was like, let me come talk to you in the other room. And I said, don't you ever do that in front of him. That is his father. Whatever problems you have with his father, they're not his problems, and they don't need to be. Knock it off.
But you know what, Pam? Thank you. And I'm glad if you did do that, you know, I'm glad you did that. You know, you're a stand-up citizen. And so here's another thing. They do that shit. They do that shit in front of other people too. They do that shit from their home girls. And they just be right with them, girl. I told you, girl, yeah, you right. That nigga ain't shit. And your homegirls ain't even been there for half of the time shit was going on between you and this man. But soon you talk shit about him, it's just the fact that you talking shit about him. That's why they agreeing with you. Girl, that's right, girl. That's right, girl. That's right.
And that's why, and I just want to give some advice to women that are listening. Don't talk about your relationship with your mother, with your sisters, and with your friends. Yep, you handle your relationship inside. And then if you come to a disagreement and you can't handle it, then both of you can go to couples counseling together. But do not share your relationship with other people like that.
Yeah, because I used to grow up and listen to my aunts trashing my father in front of me with my mom, and they're just like talking and talking. And I'm going, I can hear you. They're like, well, it has nothing to do with you. I'm like, yeah, it kind of does.
Thank you.
Yep.
Look,
you're trash talking the person that is supposed to be, I'm half of that person. And when you're a child, children don't necessarily see themselves before a certain age as individuals. Before they're old enough, their identity is based on who their mother and father is. They don't have the autonomy yet. Like, my son is 7, so he's starting to really know that he is his own person. But 2 years ago, and 3 years ago, especially when he was 4, he didn't have his own autonomy. He didn't see outside of his family. He saw everything through mommy and daddy and brother. And that was who he is. Now he's his own person, but he values those people because we don't put each other down in front of each other. So he values important people to him. I didn't have that growth.
Let me tell you something. Just like somebody just said in my chat room, some chicks like it. You're not doing good. They love their shit, and
they do.
They feed off their shit.
They want you to be doing as bad as they are.
No, but I'm gonna tell you, them motherfuckers slick as hell. But I'm gonna tell you what they do. Them same motherfuckers, they be wishing your downfalls with a man and vice versa. Be the same one when shit go down, they try to backdoor and fuck your spouse. Better believe what I say. Believe what I say. Yep. So what you talking about? Yeah, he ain't shit. He ain't shit. Will be the first motherfucker there to talk to him when something going on. Be the first one there. That happened. That's so messed up. That happened. Come here. And she be patting him on his head and shit. The next thing you know what I'm saying? She all bent over to the side and shit. Man, get the fuck up out of here.
Chris, that's why I don't get to know
my mom's older sister.
What'd you say, Vez?
And I said that's why.
Hold on, Pan. What'd you say, Vez?
Oh, sorry,
that's why I avoid really hanging around whoever I talk to, friends, because that happens every single time. But it does, bro.
Yep.
It ain't when it's over. They be trying while I'm with them.
Right.
Thank you. They sit up there and talk so much shit about your boyfriend or your girlfriend. As soon as shit go down, they be the first motherfuckers in front of their face. And after that, you know what I'm saying? You fucking them. And then you got to explain to your girl when they find out, I thought you was my friend. I'm sorry. That's why I said when I did that show, can you forgive and forget?
You forgive and you forget that person and leave them behind.
Thank you.
Right. My mom made a mistake. My mom made a mistake of sharing with her older sister of something that she was unhappy with my dad about. So when my dad came to my grandmother's house to fix something for her, because my grandfather had just died, my mom's older sister, my aunt, tried to seduce my dad right there in my grandmother's home. So yeah, women do crap like that, and it doesn't even have to be the girlfriend.
I got some BT 1000 cousins who did that. They sisters, and one of the baby dads did it to the other sister. Like the kid, like 3, and he went and fucked her sister.
Check this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Check this out. Just like my man V Dub just said, one chick talk shit about him and then turn around and swallow his kids. I mean, it's vulgar, but it happens. That what happened. They talk shit about you and they turn around and fuck you. They turn around and fuck you. And it's crazy as hell because now you caught up in the love triangle and all this bullshit, man. And I just be like, you know,
I gotta say something.
It's shit worse than what they are. We make it worse than what we are. If something goes on between me and you, your girl best friend is not the motherfucker you need to go to because you don't know what her fucking intentions is. And vice versa. And vice versa. Because you know, to me, if you go to the best friend, then you're looking for something to happen. That's my opinion now. If you go to the best friend.
I got to say something, man. Like,
Go ahead, Vince.
No, I was just going to say this real quick. I said, fuck love triangles. Nowadays, you got love octagons out here.
Yep. Go ahead, Black.
I was finna say, like, I want to know, man, who's more the idiot if you allow, like, okay, if you let this girl talk shit to you and then you turn around and let her swallow your kids or what? Now, who's the more idiot? Because, like, you know, you sitting up there, you still involving yourself with this girl who's swallowing your kids. We all know in this day and age, a girl throw you the pussy, give you some mouth and all kind of shit and still talk shit about you to your face and behind your back.
Black, the guy is the dumb one. The guy is the dumb one because it's way more women out here, and we all know that you talking about she's swallowing your kids. If a couple of your kids end up landing in her pussy and she get pregnant, and she keep that motherfucker, who gonna be looking dumb?
Well, you say the man is the idiot.
Yes.
You say, hold on, wait. You say the man is the idiot. Why not say both of them? You can't just, in that situation, you can't just point one out. You got to be both of them.
They both are, Chris, they both are, but when you weigh it on a scale, the guy is going to take more of the, he's going to look the dumbest because at the end of the day, we all know women don't have accountability. Like, we see all these different stories where if it goes left, the guy is going to have, he's going to get more damage from it.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
That's why he's the idiot.
Why even stick your dick in a blender like that? Like, it's stupid.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
You fucking moron.
If you look at it like that, then, you know, if you look at it like that, okay, I can rock with it, but still at the same time, you can't just point one out. It's got to be both parties, man. It got to be both parties because she got the coochie. She can choose who, if she want to give him the coochie or not, and he got the dick, and he can choose who he want to get a dick or not. I mean, because both of them got their mind to say no. Say no. So I agree with you, but at the same time, you can't just point one out. It got to be both of them. You got to blame both of them for that. You got to blame both of them for that, bro.
I mean,
that's my opinion.
I
mean,
I blame both, but you know, one's going to be shamed and the other's going to be praised, and they're going to hold their hand and say, oh, this going to be okay.
Of course. I mean, of course that, yeah. Of course that. But you know what? You're right. A lot of women praise they female friends for doing shit like that. They praise them for this shit. I don't know why, but the men get ridiculed for this shit, you know? But females get praised. Gary, yeah, I would have did the same thing too. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that nigga fucking up shit. What he don't know won't hurt him. What he don't know will hurt him. Well, I got a problem with that saying. Truth in a technical version of, yeah, what you don't know don't hurt you, but when you do find out what you know, it does hurt. So that's a double-edged sword when you say that. How many of y'all agree with that?
I agree.
Okay. How about you,
I agree, and I think that it's dishonorable to even think that way.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Tony? What you think about that? If she's still with us,
Who, me?
Tony digging it unknown.
No, Tony.
Tony said she's trying to even out her sideburns. She probably still trying to even out her sideburns.
Okay, what you think about that, Eric? What's your thought with what I just said? You agree or disagree with that?
I agree with you.
Okay, what about you, Lipstick? Oh, go ahead, Eric. Go ahead. Okay. Somebody just dropped off?
It was Tony.
Who was that? Okay. What you gonna say, Eric? You say you agree, and you gonna say something behind it. What you gonna say?
Yeah, I said what I was about to say is that I got no problems with what you just said, man.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Okay. Speaking of which, about kids, since y'all probably something about swallowing kids. How can I ask this? If you are with somebody, let me just say marriage. If you married to somebody, of course, I know a lot of relationships, people go out and cheat. And it's almost like that's a gimme that they're going to do that. But when you do have a child outside your relationship, can you really stay with that person after you do that? I know some people still do, but can you really stay with that person after they did that? Because I think that's a spit in the face, especially when you're married.
I can't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because
I can't either.
It's even hard. It's hard to date somebody that already have kids, let alone somebody go behind your back.
It is. Thank you. It is, brother. You're absolutely right. Somebody said to me one day, you always dating somebody who got kids. I mean, in this day and age, we in the 2000s. Where the fuck I'm gonna find one that ain't got one?
Oh, it's
like a needle in a haystack. I mean, I'm talking to somebody now that don't have any kids. That's a plus.
There's women out there,
but it's like finding a needle in a haystack to date or find somebody that do not have any kids. Don't get me wrong, man. I have no problem with children if you got your children under control. It's one thing to have children, but it's another thing you got the motherfuckers under control. Because if you bring them to my house and they running all rapping and shit, knocking over shit and making up all that noise, either you finna tell them sit the fuck down or I'm finna tell them sit the fuck down. It's gotta be control. Control your kids. Now you got your kids under control, we good.
Right.
But you ain't got them under control. There's no way me and you can have something because your kids going to interfere with everything that we do because you don't have them under control.
Hey, Chris, you remember what I told you before? Because I know you ain't got kids, right? So, and I told you I've been in relationships with girls with kids. I'm telling you, bro. Create your own family.
Trust me, bro.
Create your own family. Us men have the opportunity to do so. Stay away from other people's kids. It's not your mistake.
Dude, you was absolutely right. I had met this one chick.
I agree with
this one chick a long time ago. And she only had one little boy. And that little boy would not sit his ass down for nothing. I was staying at my mom's at the time. He wouldn't sit his ass down for nothing. And he was running around in the house. My sister, she was still a little baby. She was going to school. This motherfucker was sitting up here walking around the house and shit. I'm just looking at her like, she telling him, sit down. 1, 2. And when she get to 2, he'll go sit down for a minute. Then the motherfucker would get right back up doing the same shit. So my mom's come home. I say, man, this finna be an embarrassment. And it was because he got up again, me and her talking. He got up again. He walks his happy ass in the kitchen. He walking all up in the hallway and shit. And he went in my sister's room. My mom said, Chris. I said, God damn. What that boy there doing? She said, you go get this boy walking all up my house. I looked at her, I said, go get him. Let's go outside. You fuck with the wrong one now. That woman don't give a damn what she'll say. That woman don't give a damn what she'll say. So we had to get the fuck up out of there. Bro.
There's nothing like the blood
up out of there.
Chris, there's nothing like the blood of your blood, man.
I believe you, brother. And you know what? Salute to any fathers out there. What's up, bro?
Did you want kids? Like, did you want kids at first, or do you want them now that you're older?
I did want one at first, and it's amazing you asking that, Viv, because I wanted the little girl. But dude, again, in this age that we in now, I don't think it'd be safe to bring one in the world, man, because too much shit going on. So like I was telling DJ in the last show we did. It's fucked up when the kids are leaving before we do.
Yeah, but when you get older, bro, you're gonna need them kids. It get rough when you get older. You're gonna need something to
Look, man, I'm 37 years old.
A senior citizen home, and those dumb things ain't what you want someone to make sure to come check up on you because that's your blood. I'm telling you, bro.
Preach.
Well,
Preach,
I'm like this. If my sister, when she get older, she decides to have rock with that. I'm 37 years old, man. I'm not saying I'm too old to have a child. You know, anything can happen. But at this point, you know, it's the furthest thing from my mind. Because I think I'm living a good life now that I don't have any kids. You know, I'm pretty much free to do whatever. But don't get me wrong, man. They so precious when they little. But then when they get up an age, you be like, man, these some bad motherfuckers.
That's why
right here. I swear they.
Hey, Chris, that's why I'm glad I have girls, even though at times I know you got to deal with the moment. And when you get older, your girls are going to end up taking care of you. Because guys, we kind of don't take care of our elders like the women do. I mean, it is what it is. The women always usually go back amongst the family and take care of their elders, right? So I'm glad I got girls. Right. You know, at the end of the day, when me and her mother are older, we got girls that'll make sure they're going to check up on us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Can I say?
Go ahead, bro. I got one of these.
Go ahead.
I got one of these.
Damn.
Your mic's fucked up, bro.
I heard him.
Yeah, let me go ahead and say something.
Go ahead, bro.
From my experience of dating females with kids, maybe it's just the type of person I am or whatnot. This is what I don't like about it. This is why I won't do it anymore. 9 times out of 10, when I date a female with kids, they kids actually like me. You know, they listen to me more than they listen to their mom, this, that, whatever. And then the shit go left. The shit go left.
That's the saddest shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, man, fuck.
And it's not fair to the kids. That's why I said.
And it's not. It's not
your own kids.
It's not.
Yep, I agree.
And
this is 2017.
Well, I think that it's.
Or they kids got to be grown. Like they got to be grown out the house.
Right.
Then we can like talk. You know what I'm saying?
It's sad but true. This is 2017. Stepdads get stepped on. You're probably 9 times out of 10, if you're a stepdad, especially in these 3 communities, like more than likely, you're dealing with some type of reformed hoe. You're dealing with some type of buzzard who was a fast ass. She got fucked up in the game. Shit didn't go right. Now all of a sudden she's in your face talking about how she doesn't go out all the time and she ain't in all of that shit. Then why you got glitter on your face, 2 or 3 snot noses running around? Don't get set up. Like, it's sad to say it that way, but the truth is the truth, and self-preservation is first.
It is.
And if you got to this point and you're a man, and you got to this point in life and you don't have any kids, yeah, VA's right, because I think about that's how we started our conversation. At some point, you say, I did right, I avoided the pitfalls, but you start seeing the sun drop out the sky, you say, shit, getting close to 40, no kids. He's right, it's bad, you need kids. However, don't just get desperate and run out there, because stepdads get stepped on today. This ain't the 80s or 90s or something where, some guy's going to come in with a cape and, reform a bitch or something. No, most times you're dealing with a buzzard, man. The scariest thing to me is being in the supermarket or somewhere and you see that little snot-nosed kid. It happens all the time. And I hate to say snot-nosed like that, but I'm talking like you could tell the kid is bad, but right now they're being cool, or they know you're not the one to cross. And a little boy looks up at you, and it's heartbreaking when they're so little, like 2 or something, and they say, Dada, or Papi, like, they don't think that you're the father. They're just seeing a man, and you could tell there's no father around, so they're calling every man daddy and father. But every time I hear it,
exactly.
I always feel like someone did the ice bucket challenge, and I'm like looking for exes, like, oh no, not me. I'm sorry. And that's fucked up, man, because it makes us seem selfish when we're not. You're not selfish, you're just trying not to get fucked up in the game with these Cruella de Vil's running around.
Well, and it's not, and it's also too the women that we're talking about. These are not divorcees. Too, these are not women where their husbands have died and now they're remarrying like in the past. And I personally think that if you don't have any kids, you have no business being with someone who has kids, because not only just the complication of the kid, but the complication of the relationship that person has with the other person who made that kid. That can destroy a relationship. That can cause complications. Maybe the guy wasn't around and doesn't care, but now he sees that, the woman's got a man, and now all of a sudden he wants to flex his muscles and go, well, that's my kid and she's my woman, knowing that he didn't want the kid or that he didn't want the woman. So it's a bunch of headache and a heartache for no reason. It's better I'm with VA.
You know what?
It's better to just start your own.
Yeah, I already told my woman, if we ever break up, get this through your head. You can see other people, but don't think no other person's raising my kids. It's not happening. They got daddy.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I can get down with that. I can get down with that. And Pan, you got a point. I can rock with you. I can pretty much rock with a majority of what you just said. I think it will make logic and common sense that somebody without children to not date somebody with children because of the complications, because they just say the father is in the child life. Shit just didn't work out with the baby mom. And so the baby mom is dating me and the baby's getting attached to me. But it got the real father that's doing stuff for the kid and the baby's attached to his daddy. That's going to be a conflict of interest. But however, you can never take the place of your biological dad. So a man who try to come in and, like you said, flex your muscles, be like, I want to be better than him, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
Don't do it, fellas. If y'all listening to him, do not do it.
That's a fucking
exactly.
simp.
I mean, it's not.
That's literally a simp. He's playing Prince Charming.
And anybody who come in and doing that right there, trying to come in just take the role of, trying to start problems. Because what's going to end up happening? The real daddy come around, you're going to be looking at him sideways, and for what? That's his child. What you looking at him sideways for? That's his child.
Well, no,
right.
I wasn't
it's
saying,
when you get caught up with them koalas, man.
I wasn't saying that the new guy. I was saying the old guy, the one that actually the child belongs to, because there are some guys who, when they're in their kid's life, whether they're on child support or not, still feel kind of possessive of the woman because they had the kid with this woman. And so you, as the new guy, come in, the dad is going to come in and try to flex his muscles and be like, just to let you know, this is my territory and I let you be here. And then the guy, and then the new guy becomes the cuck in the relationship because he's constantly getting stepped on by the kid and the father. And not to mention, when that kid gets upset with you, what is the first thing you're gonna hear? You're not my real dad. Even if you marry the woman.
Yes.
Pandorian, all of that is correct except one thing. In this current generation, when a woman moves on and she has like a young child or whatever, this is probably I say 30 and under. Those guys don't come in trying to regulate nothing. They completely abandon their kids. They completely abandon them.
Oh, okay. Well,
then, just like
never mind.
Said in the chat room, and she's right, because you got some knuckleheads that do that. How the fuck you gonna spend more time with a stepchild of your own fucking child? Where they do that at? You got some men that do that. You got some men that do that. She's absolutely right. How the fuck you gonna spend more time with a stepchild? You don't even spend time with your own goddamn children.
Because they stepchild don't cost no money. That's why.
There are dudes that do that.
Wait, hold up. Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yes, it do. Because think about it. Hold on. And the reason I say that, think about this. You can't accept a woman without her package. It's a child, one or two. Then, of course, when you do stuff, you got to spend money on the child too. Because if you're going to accept a woman, you got to accept the package that come with her, and then vice versa.
Right.
But Of course, men don't always get that good side of the stick. We got kids, you know, they're saying for us. But how that saying goes, you can't sample the milk without buying the cow, some shit like that. Did I say that right? You can't sample the milk without buying the cow, some shit like that.
You can't.
Yeah,
you
but
can't.
Chris,
You can't have the milk without buying the cow. Yeah.
Chris, what you said is correct, but that's if you're talking about a guy who's actually a man. These guys now, if they was a man, they'd be taking care of their own kids. I've seen it.
That's true.
All the time.
That's
Look,
true.
I see it all the time. Those dudes be around their stepkid all the time because they ain't paying for nothing. That woman is bringing in all the money. They Matt and King, they just sit around playing a video game all day. Around her kids, but not around their own kids.
I've seen it too.
Hold on, man, he is not lying. Back in
Oh,
Nintendo
gross.
64 days, I remember talking to this girl, unless she was lying through the skin of her teeth. When Nintendo 64 was hot, and when they started making it in wrestling games, I remember they came out with WWE No Mercy, which was a good game. It was a good game when 64 was hot. This girl told me that her and her dude were supposed to go out on a date. But the nigga could not put the damn joystick down when playing this wrestling game. He kept telling her, no, I said, hold on, let me play one more match. And I said, quit lying. Are you serious? Men, I know men ain't into their video games like that. She said, I bullshit you not. She said, I bullshit not. That man could not put down that damn game. We supposed to go out.
No, they were all idiots today. She wasn't lying.
I said,
that's no mercy. That no mercy.
She wasn't lying to you at all.
Don't sleep on no mercy.
She wasn't lying to you at all. Matter of fact, this weekend, go out and go to the lounges. Don't go to the fucking clubs where the fucking tweens and all that assholes are. Go to like the lounges and shit where everybody's supposed to be in their late 20s, 30s, 40s. You always see these morons, male and female, constantly on their phone, and they're not texting or anything. They're playing like fucking games, like Candy Crush and shit. They're all little idiots today. And to the other guy's point, I've seen that too with the stepchildren. But a lot of times what I've seen, like at least the guys I know, like they got cash, like they got cheese. You know, some of them legal, some of them not. But it ain't a money thing why they're doing it. It's because they were simps when they were younger. And they realized that you're with a buzzard that you don't love. You conceived the child. You conceived the child, and you didn't do it the way grandma and grandpa and everybody did back in the day, where you try to conceive your child in love, meaning make sure you're in love with the person that you give a child to. They didn't do that. 2-3 years down the line, you realize you're with a loose hoe, a buzzard. They pay the child support, and ain't nothing but pennies. And as soon as they get another piece, and she happens to have a kid, but for some reason she's a better woman than they are, that love rolls over to the stepchild. And it's not so much that they reject their own kid. And I tell them all the time, I say, listen, when that kid hits 18, 19, 20, you're going to feel it because they're going to be in your face and you're going to feel guilty. Just because you hate the mother, you got to realize you hate her because you were blind and you were stupid when you're young. But the kid don't know nothing. So if you don't want to fuck with her, fine, and have somebody pick up the kid and you love your kid. But I agree. I've seen that where they go to the stepchild, but it ain't because of money. It's because they hate the mother.
Now,
that makes more sense.
I like to live it. Like I said, man, it's always a pleasure to have you on the panel, man. Especially when you talk about the buzzard and the great coach, man. I love when you say this shit. This shit funny as hell to me, man. Hey,
it's the truth, man. I'm talking serious, though.
Yeah, you were talking to. Now, I like what VA just said. He said his kids don't even worry about money. They worry about everything else. See, they let you know they got good parents in their life, because you got some kids, I don't know how the hell they get this thought process, but they worry about money. Some of them motherfuckers ain't even working for. They be worried about money. But he said the kids worry about everything else but money. Now that's what's up right there. I can rock with that.
Yeah, my kids are more worried about look at me doing a weed thing and some shit. Look at me, you know what I mean? They look at them because they don't go without.
Right. Now,
right.
VA,
That's the thing, though. No kid really care about the money. It's usually the parent. The parent don't want to spend the money. That's what it usually is.
Right. My kid rather me go, look, I just did this, and look, I just beat a score on weed. Watch me do a dance or whatever.
Yeah, kids are actual kids. They don't really remember that money shit.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Man, and I hope your answer is yes. When it comes to your kids, Do you make them earn what they get, or you just a type, you know, hey, if you want it, you got it?
A bit of both. And not you want it, you got it. Neither. It's more of I make sure they have. We make sure they have what they need, and they have to earn certain things if it's something. We're depending on their age. You know what I mean? When they're getting older now, if the behavior's not right, you're not going to get what you want. It just ain't going to work like that. Eventually, you may get it, but you need to change your attitude, how you go about things. Like there's a certain way. Like if you there's a certain attitude you have to have on out. You start that acting up shit, your ass is me or your mother can take you to the car, your ass can chill till we're done shopping and sitting in that car. You're not gonna sit here and act like a monkey out here. We don't tolerate that shit.
Right.
Hey, I had that done to me a couple times before. Oh, since you want to act up, you know what I'm saying? Go sit your ass in the car. Preach, brother. Preach. That's what's up. Pan, let me ask you this question. I supposed to shut this down, man, but I love this conversation. It's going good. But let me ask you this question real quick, and then Pan, you as a black woman, now women be having kids with they have multiple baby daddies. This is a fact. They do that. But you as a black woman, well, let me not say black woman, a woman, period. Don't most of the time, in your opinion, that a woman know what kind of dude she fuck with before she get pregnant by him?
Yep.
Yes. And she doesn't care.
Can I say yes? Can I say one quick? These women do one thing, bro. Come on, bro. Especially with social media. What are all women doing before they holler at you, or if you holler at them? Come on.
Stalking.
This is stalking
you.
Yeah, they check these things out. They know who you are, what you about. Don't listen to that bullshit.
And they don't care. And a lot of times I find as a female and being on the ground floor, I'm gonna walk into it again, but seeing how the sausage is made, a lot of them have plans. They have plans. They plot and plan who's gonna knock them up and who they're gonna put on child support, and they all cackle like little you know the three witches from Hamlet. Okay, they cackle with each other about this excuse my language, but this nigga's gonna pay and this nigga's gonna pay and blah 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 blah. I've heard it growing up, like in the school, not in my household and not in my neighborhood, because we had kids that were bussed into the school. But I heard it in my school, and then as a teacher, I would hear it with other parents talking to each other, thinking that us teachers are not listening to what they're saying because we're female, and they're like, oh, they're not paying attention to us. And so these women that are doing this, they're plotting and planning this. These are not mistakes.
These are manipulators.
These are not mistakes or I thought he loved me, I did this. These are plots and plans so that they don't have to get real jobs.
Woo! Pan, I love you, baby.
And I've witnessed this, and I've heard it, and I've seen it. And then they treat the kid like crap.
So
meanwhile, they're spending all the kids' money on getting their hair and their nails done.
By that logic, what you said and what VA said, then why in the hell, if you know the man is the way he is before you get pregnant with him, you want to say he ain't an A shit dad when you know the motherfucker won't shit before you procreate with him? And see, that's another problem in our community, not just blacks, people in general, because some white people do it too. You know the man ain't shit. He ain't trying to be shit. He ain't trying to make himself better. But you still lay with him and let him just bust all up in you. And then when he doesn't do what you think he wanted to do, or whatever the case may be, because let's just be real. Should nobody have to tell no grown ass man to take care of his kids. Should nobody have to tell no grown ass woman to take care of her child, or a grown ass man to put on a condom, or a grown ass woman to make the man put on a condom. But yeah, you let it go in raw dog, bust all up inside, you got a baby, and you think he fit to change. But then when he don't change, now you want to say he a no shit person. Well, whose fault is that?
Right.
And I can answer that. And I can answer that based on what I've heard.
You make it
we
way
got too many
much
people talking. Who?
No, I was just going to say you make it way too much sense for them. These are the same people that get pregnant by a broken nigga and expect them to pay child support.
Thank you.
And I can answer that question. It's because it's because to them, those are easy targets. Those are the dumb ones.
Ooh,
those are the easy targets that they're gonna have to do this or they're gonna have to go to jail. So they plot and plan. Like, women are manipulative and conniving, and this is not something that's new, and this is not something that feminism have given women. Women throughout the ages have always been this way. When they are quote unquote being subservient, they are really manipulating the man to get the things that they want, and they teach their daughters these things.
Yep.
Well, this is just a fact, and to be honest, without being a simp, there's slim pickings. I mean, so there's like generally two types of females that I encounter on a regular basis that I deal with in day-to-day life. And the vast majority on one camp are basically buzzard or buzzard-like, some type of feathery creature. It's some type of moron. And the thing is, you know, without being a fucking simp, without putting a cape on, even when you try to pass a few jewels to the little young glitter face or whatever, there's nothing really you can get through their head. They got to fall on their head a few times. But there's only certain types of guys that they always deal with. And it's always the morons. Now you have two idiots, two peas in a pod. So what I find a lot of time is when we wind up talking about kids that are out of wedlock, or we wind up talking about family court and all of this bullshit, all this grimy so-called domestic shit, when we're talking about this, it's usually two morons. Now on the other side, like the type of girls that I'll hang out with, that I'm friends with and cool with, these aren't buzzards, but, you know, they're females, so you can still see, you know, when they pull their little games and shit trying to be cute and fresh or whatever. But generally, they don't let something like a sexual encounter derail their life by having a kid with someone that you don't love, or getting in a relationship with someone that ain't good for you. So it tends to me, from my standpoint, it looks like two peas in a pod. They're idiot guys and idiot girls, and they're the ones overwhelmingly having all of these problems. Everybody else is kind of looking at them.
We all know that historically, idiots breed faster than non-idiots.
What you said. So, you know, man, this has been an excellent show. I gotta get out of here for real, man. It's been a good show. Pan, it's always a pleasure. VA, you know, you my boy, man. It's always a pleasure. Vez, man, you need to come on more often, my dude. Well, hey, why the hell I'm gonna say that here? I don't be streaming like I used to. You know, I'm starting to get back into it. I'm starting to get back into it, man. You know, I take that back, bro. I ain't mean to say that. I don't stream like I used to. I'm actually having more fun doing videos and live streams right now because it look like I have more time to do a quick video.
Yeah.
Then I would do actually a show. I'm gonna try to get more into it because somebody want me to do a show about Africa. I guess there's some things going on in Africa, but then again, what though goes on in Africa? I think Africa get it harsh than anybody in this world, and I think it's a good topic. And I'm gonna do some research on it. And we're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna try to see if I can get Slap in it, man, because I like that, man, intellectual talk, man. You know, when dude come out there fuckery shit, dude be talking some real shit, man. So, you know, when I do some research on it, on with some old people, you know what I'm saying, who can talk on it, stuff political like that, man, hey, let's do it. You know, I think it'd be a good topic. So let me do some research on that about what's going on. And man, we can make that a show. If he does say he dated Africa, holler at me. Okay, bro. That's what's up. That's what's up. And Julius, hey, you around, bro? You too, man. Come on in, man. I know you got a few great coats you want to talk about dealing with that. A few great coats or whatnot, man. But I mean, anybody.
Nah, I just posted it in Google. I rarely talk about it.
You know, so But anybody welcome though. But I would like to have a slap on, if I can get his input on if he know anything about it, cool. And V-Dub say he do. So I think it'd be a damn good show. We talk about that as well. But other than that, Pan, thank you, sweetie. Eric, appreciate you, my homie. VA, appreciate you. Vez, appreciate you, man. I gotta get with you this weekend, Vez, so we can talk some business about that one. Because I know.
All right, I'm free this weekend, so I'll probably hit you up tomorrow. Actually, what's a good time?
Okay. Probably all day, man, because I kind of find out one of the people who I take care of, they gone for the holiday. So, I'll be here all day. All day. But y'all be careful. Ain't no problem, man. Y'all be careful. Y'all know Easter, pretty much, I guess another nigga holiday because they get drunk and full of barbecue. So be careful with that. Make sure you strapped up. Make sure you strapped up. I'll tell you, for some reason, holidays is nigga days too, man. The motherfucker get drunk.
That's the truth.
They get drunk. And boy, they start telling some shit. It be funny at first, but then they'll say something that you be like, that shit just go crazy, man. Them niggas be duking it out, man. So, I try to stay away from people like that. I try to stay away from people like that. Yeah, I love the chat room, man. If somebody hit me a person say great show. Somebody hit me a person.
And I'm gonna let the chat room know I'm eating meat tomorrow live.
I didn't know I'm using you.
Oh,
yes, I am. I'm going there.
Be on the DL.
And I have to tell you,
and
I have to tell you, I'm a Christian, but I'm eating meat tomorrow as well. So
okay, bet. Hey, chat room, y'all the best. What up, Tiger Man? I see you. Everybody, thank y'all. Hey, y'all have a safe for Easter. If I don't see y'all again or do a show again for Easter, man, y'all have a safe Easter, man. It's your man, Chris Thorne. Another good show. I will catch y'all next video or next stream. Like my man Slap said, peace, holla, one. Y'all take care. Be careful.
bye, guys.